Bumgarner with 6, goes top, now left wing, Reynolds around the screen, Reynolds another 3!
Driving, kicking, back to McKinney, three-pointer, nothing but net!
It's time to tip off high school basketball on regional radio.
Stolen away by Gerstner. Gerstner on the run, right side layup, count it!
And he's going to come up with a steal here defensively, quickly the other way. Prater in transition, great bounce pass to Lunyu, and he'll lay it up and in with the left hand.
Your home for high school basketball in the Parkland area and throughout southeast Missouri is J98 The Boot, AM 800 KREI, AM 1400 KJEF, and online at mimoinfo.com.
28 seconds left in overtime. Hillsboro ball down by 2. Ethan Worley, top of the circle, finds Garrett Pinkley. Pinkley lays it up and in. Garrett Pinkley ties it up at 53.
Floats up a pass, it is stolen. A steal by Marco Burst, and he one-hand jams it!
Welcome to the Fleegs Equipment pregame show. Brought to you in part by Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. For all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs, let their family serve your family. On Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, on the outer service road at the Leadington exit, and online 24/7 at Fleegs.com.
We welcome you to TGA Foulon Fieldhouse on the campus of Central High School in Park Hills and the 64th annual edition of the Bob Seacrest Jr. Central Christmas Tournament. 34th annual edition of the Lady Rebel Christmas Tourney is about to progress into the semifinals as we bring those to you here today on the Mimo Info Sports Stream, the first of 2 in those semis between the hosting Central Rebels and the Steelville Cardinals, coming your way here in about 13 minutes or so, and then we'll have South Iron and St. Genevieve in a battle of undefeated teams later on this afternoon. Hello, everybody. I'm Nathan Gertz. Nick Lewis will be alongside throughout the day inside the Mineral Area College broadcast booth. We're pleased to be bringing you coverage of the Central Christmas Tournament on regional radio and the Mimo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by First Community National Bank in Steelville, Pony Bird in Mappaville, Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton, and Ron's Tire and Talent Force, both in Farmington. This is a heck of a semifinal round that we have in this year's Lady Rebel Christmas Tournament. Of the 4 teams, they've combined to lose just once all season. 3 undefeateds, including the 10-0 hosting Central Rebels. Steel has that one loss. It came to Licking in their last game before this tournament, but they are nonetheless 5-1 on the year. The Rebels are ranked in the top 10 in the state in Class 4, number 7, as a matter of fact, coming into today, while Steelville, despite the youth on their roster, and there is plenty of it, no seniors, 7 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 2 of them are starters, they come in at 5-1, and they're receiving votes in the Class 3 state rankings. So these are 2 teams playing extremely good basketball here to start the season, despite being kind of polar opposites in terms of their experience. Should be interesting to see how they match up, and we had a chance to talk to both head coaches about the matchup, and you'll hear from them coming up after the timeout. We talked to the head coach of the Central Rebels, Josh Mapes. That's coming up in a few minutes. After the break, we'll talk to Steelville head man Seth Collins. That's coming up when the Fleegs Equipment pregame show continues next. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the Mimo Info Sports Stream.
The Mineral Area Bluegrass Association would like to take this time to wish all the athletes participating in the annual Central Christmas Tournament the best of luck. Your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed. Good luck and best wishes throughout the rest of the school year. With 2020 approaching, the Mineral Area Bluegrass Association is excited for some great music, and in October, the Mineral Area Bluegrass Festival will be in full swing. They look forward to seeing you in 2020.
The Des Arc Corner Store would like to say good luck to the South Iron Panthers during the Central Christmas Basketball Tournament. The Des Arc Corner Store has everything you need from fuel, Hunt's Brothers Pizza, snacks, and more. If you're headed to the river or on a ride through the countryside, the Des Arc Corner Store is the place to stop. Jenny and the crew work hard to make things better for you, their customers, and they look forward to serving you in the future. The Des Arc Corner Store. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook.
Fleegs Equipment pregame show here on the Mimo Info Sports Stream. It's the semifinals of the Lady Rebel Christmas Tournament, and we have got a dandy as the host Central Rebels welcome in Steelville. We have Cardinals head coach Seth Collins with us. 5-1 start with such a young bunch for the second year in a row. A ton of freshmen now, a ton of sophomores, even though they played a bunch as freshmen.
I look at the two juniors, Sydney Brown and Alyssa Church, who have been around the program longer than anybody and are playing really well. How much is their leadership to help stabilize such a young group and allow them to succeed right away?
Oh, it's been big for us. Sometimes they're a big security blanket for some of our younger girls in tough situations, and that's okay, as they learn to deal with some of that. So it's really big for us on the court.
Naomi Perkins has really emerged as a great scoring threat for you in just her second year. How much do you think getting to play right away last year helped her to where she's comfortable as a sophomore stepping in and being a force right now?
I think it was big. You could see kind of a transition last year where, about this time of the season, she started to get comfortable. She started to get some confidence. And then the last half of the season, she wasn't playing like a freshman anymore. I mean, she was playing like a sophomore, and that experience has just been huge for her.
Coaches around the state are starting to recognize you guys a little bit. You got votes in the latest Class 3 poll, and now you get one of the best teams in Class 4 in Central. So an opportunity at the very least to continue to show how good this program has gotten here with so many new faces.
Right, absolutely. And we don't worry too much about that stuff. We try to get better every day and hope we can come out and compete. We got a tough challenge ahead of us today, and hopefully we can come out and take care of the ball and defend and see how it plays out.
Biggest thing you'll be preaching to your girls about Central and how you have to match up with them?
We have to defend really well first and foremost. I think our strength is our defense. If we can keep them from putting the ball in the basket as much as possible, I think their biggest strength against us anyhow is their man-to-man run and jump press. If we can limit the amount of times they get to set that up, that'll make life a little easier for us. But, just being able to control the ball and control their pressure is the biggest thing for us today.
Best of luck tonight, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
Seth Collins, the head coach of the Steelville Cardinals, joining us. We're going to talk to Central head coach Josh Mapes coming up when the Fleegs Equipment pregame show continues here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth, here to tell you about my friend Jennifer Jones with the Jones Group Realty team of Realty Executives 5-Star Homes. They work hard for you and your family to help get your home sold. With over 20 years of customer service and sales experience, they are the team for the job. Give them a call today at 314-952-3994. That's Jennifer Jones with the Jones Group Realty team. Have a great day.
It's getting cold. Who should you call for your heating needs? DeSoto Electrical Products. DeSoto Electrical Products is a Lennox premier dealer and offers the finest heating, cooling, and indoor air quality products. They serve Jefferson, South St. Louis, Washington, St. Francis, St. Genevieve, and Franklin counties. To schedule an appointment, call DeSoto Electrical Products at 636-337-3381 or visit them online at DeSotoElectricalProducts.com. Don't wait. Contact DeSoto Electrical Products today.
Back to the Fleegs Equipment pregame show here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. It's the semifinals of the Lady Rebel Christmas Tournament here in Park Hills, and we have the head coach of the Central Rebels, Josh Mapes, joining us as you get ready to go up against a solid Steelville team. They're getting votes in Class 3. You're ranked in Class 4, so great opposition for you here at sort of the midway point heading into 2020. I imagine that alone is enough to get you fired up.
Yeah, they're a great team. They're well coached, and they run a difficult 1-3-1 that's hard to deal with, and they're a very solid team. They will probably win their district, and, they're going to be well coached, and we know we're going to have to play well to win.
While you've got a player in Sophia Horton that's been so good all 3 years for you, this is a mostly veteran team with seniors like Avery Norris and Abby Holmes that have played and succeeded for you. How much do you think being together for so long has allowed this team to step into this year and start so fast?
I think it's helped. Those kids have played in a lot of big games over the years. We were fortunate to play in the finals of this Christmas tournament every year. Those kids have been in school, and they've been a part of it, so they know what it's about, and they understand what big games are, and hopefully they just play relaxed.
What's the biggest thing you'd like to see from your club today against Steelville? Maybe something you want to improve on from this first-round game and anything else over the last couple weeks?
We're going to have to rebound and play better defense for us to win today because Steelville has some really skilled players with Alyssa Church and the Booker girl, and, they got some sophomore kids that are really athletic as well, so we'll have to defend and rebound.
Best of luck tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.
Josh Mapes, the head coach of the Central Rebels, joining us here as we get ready for tip-off. They're taking on Steelville. It's the girls' semifinals, the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hello, Cardinal fans. This is Scott Perkins with First Community National Bank. Show your school pride and join the new Cardinals Club, only at FCNB. Open a checking account and score an official Steelville Cardinals debit card that earns cash for your school, and while supplies last, receive an exclusive game day gift. To kick off your membership, visit us at fcnb.com or stop by our Steelville Financial Center. First Community National Bank, where the Cardinal fans bank. Member FDIC.
Attention customers, Ron's Tire in Farmington is open on Saturdays. And as always, they back what they say and warranty what they sell. That means a lot when you're purchasing tires. RB is the tire king, and he can do it all, from small lawnmower tires to large truck and farm tractors. Ron's Tire usually has what you need in stock, and if not, he'll get it in a couple of days. So the next time you need new tires or if you need a flat fixed, get back on the road with the Tire King, Ron's Tire, Karsh Boulevard in Farmington. Attention customers, Ron's Tire in Farmington is open on Saturdays. And as always, they back what they say and warranty what they sell. That means a lot when you're purchasing tires. RB is the tire king, and he can do it all, from small lawnmower tires to large truck and farm tractors. Ron's Tire usually has what you need in stock, and if not, he'll get it in a couple of days. So the next time you need new tires or if you need a flat fixed, get back on the road with the Tire King, Ron's Tire, Karsh Boulevard in Farmington.
We know you're out there. We know you have the skills. We know you have the tools. We are just waiting for you to apply.
Ready for a career change, New Year's resolution, a new job? Call Talent Force in Farmington today. With over 40 positions available, Talent Force is currently taking applications. See the positive difference in where you work with Talent Force. Talent Force in Farmington. We have the job for you. Call today.
We welcome you back to coverage of the Central Christmas Tournament on regional radio on the MIMO Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Main Street Auto Body in Leadington, Ed Fisher Construction in St. Genevieve, Steelville Senior Living, the Black River Wine House in Annapolis, and Tree Trimming Service and more in Valley Mines. Getting ready for the Central Rebels and Steelville Cardinals to match up in the first of two girls semifinals here at this year's Central Christmas Tournament. A reminder, you can hear the other semifinals, St. Genevieve versus South Iron, coming up. Probably going to be a little bit earlier than 2:30 as originally scheduled, probably closer to 2:15, 2:20. We'll have the tip-off for you, and we'll have pregame coverage 15 minutes prior to that on the Flex Equipment pregame show. Nick Lewis will have the call for you there. Speaking of the Central Girls Christmas Tournament, let's look back on how things went in the quarterfinals on Thursday as we take a look at the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard. Central rolled past the 8-seed Festus in the first round, 69-36. Steelville edging out Arcadia Valley to get here tonight, 59-57. It was St. Genevieve all over Potosi, 54-36. South Iron knocked off Fredericktown, 57-47. Some scores from the consolation bracket on Friday morning. Festus falling to Arcadia Valley, 65-47. Potosi knocks off Fredericktown, 49-30. So AV and Potosi will play for fifth place Tuesday morning. Scoreboard brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve. These two teams want to be playing for that championship trophy, which, as you heard Josh Mapes bring up in pregame, is something Central is not just familiar with, but familiar with winning the thing. The Rebels have won their girls' Christmas tournament each of the last 6 years. Trying to go for their seventh in a row. They got to win here to get to the title game. Let's introduce you to tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. We start with Central. They're going to be the home team on the scoreboard as the number one seed in this tourney. They will have out their Dream Team Player of the Year from a season ago, Sophia Horton. Junior, their leading scorer, will be joined by junior point guard Aubrey Eaton and fellow junior forward Kaylee Kimball. The two seniors in the starting lineup, Avery Norris and Abby Holmes, for Josh Mapes and the Rebels. For the Steelville Cardinals, under head coach Seth Collins, they have two sophomores that we mentioned in pregame, the talented two juniors, the talented Alyssa Church and Sydney Booker. Two sophomores out there, Naomi Perkins and Lauren Davis, and one freshman, Dalen Pryor. Those are today's starting lineups. We'll tip this thing off on the other side of this timeout. Come on back and join us here for the beginning of this year's Central Christmas Tournament Girls Semifinals. It's next on the MIMO Info Sports Stream.
Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is willing to help you in your time of need. Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is a locally owned, family-operated business that takes pride in helping you as you lay your loved ones to rest. Tony, Austin, and Drew want to make the experience a smooth and easy process for you and your family by creating healing moments of loss. Visit their website for more information, ColeFamilyFuneralHomes.com, or call 546-0742. That's Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton. Main Street Auto Body in Leadington is the place to call for all your collision repair work. A family-owned and operated business since 1980, they specialize in collision repair and also offer a PPG lifetime warranty on paint. Troy and his staff provide quality work to ensure you're happy with your repair. Call 431-5492. Main Street Auto Body in Leadington. Don't forget to check out their website. Main Street Auto Body would like to take this time to wish the Central Rebels good luck during the Central Christmas Basketball Tournament.
It is game time from the Central Christmas Tournament Girls Semifinals. Tip-off is brought to you by New Era Bank. It's easy to save your coins and change with Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank branch or go online to newerabank.com. Steelville wins the tip. They're attacking the bucket to our left. We're across the floor from the scorer's table here at TJ Foulon Fieldhouse. Cardinals in their road red with white stripes as well as black stripes. Black letters and numerals with a white trim. Steelville written across the chest. Throw it on the baseline, inside attacking with the right hand. Trying to get to the rim that time is Dalen Pryor. It doesn't go. We got a loose ball, and they call a tie-up. Possession arrow gives it back to Central.
Saw a lot of that against Arcadia Valley, though. Sydney Booker already on the offensive glass. Got tied up, but still good effort from her.
Rebels in their home white with blue trim, including on the shoulders and on the collar. Blue and red stripes. Blue numbers and numerals with a red trim. Rebels written across the chest. Today's uniform check is brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. Real quickly, a post up far side of the floor. Nice feed inside by Sophia Horton. Kaylee Kimball lays it up and in. Central has the first bucket to lead 2-0 here in the opening minute. Far side with it on the left-hand dribble. Double teamed for a second there was Davis. Gets it back out here to the left wing. Now gets it back after a quick touch by Naomi Perkins. Lauren Davis, left-hand dribble, handoff to Perkins at the top of the key. They feed it far side wing. Pryor, the only freshman in the starting lineup, puts it on the deck. Back to Davis, head fakes, middle of the paint, kicks out. Right wing three ball for Perkins is open, for Pryor rather. She can't knock it down. Rebound to Horton, quickly in transition, fires one up ahead to Aubrey Eaton. She tried to hand it back off to Kimball, but it's stolen away. Coming up with the loose ball that time is Alyssa Church with a left-hand dribble. Attacking here on the near side of the floor, had the ball knocked out of her hands out of bounds. So Steelville will retain possession. It'll be Church to inbound. Near side of the floor on the baseline. They lob it up on the block towards Sydney Booker. Eaton nearly stole it, and instead we got a whistle and not even a tie ball. They call a foul. Sure looked like a clean play by Aubrey Eaton there defensively, but she gets hit with the first foul of the game.
Yeah, you're not the only one that thought that. Josh Mapes over on the Central sideline was not pleased with the call.
So Alyssa Church, one of the two leading scorers on the year for Steelville, talented junior, gearings it in off the inbounds. Picked up her dribble, now bounces out left wing. Open is Naomi Perkins, takes the three. It's off the side of the iron, no good. Ball gets tapped, rolls out of bounds far sideline. They'll say it's last off of Central.
Perkins hit 2 threes in the first quarter against Arcadia Valley, ended up with 3 for the game, and a team leading 19 points. That's an important shot for her to knock down.
She's become one of their leading scorers on the year, gives them a balanced offensive trio to go with Booker and Church. Here's Pryor giving it back out over to Perkins, top of the key. Now on the left wing, this is Davis. Handoff back over to Perkins, puts it on the deck with the left hand. Throw it out here near side wing for Church with a right hand dribble. Now back to the right wing, over to Pryor. A handoff as they continue to run the weave. Gets it right back, does Pryor from Davis in the corner. Throw it back out top of the key. Catch and shoot three that time for Perkins, doesn't go. Long rebound out to Kaylee Kimball. Central has the basketball back up 2-0 here, first 2 minutes. Sophia Horton gets to the rim, lays it up and in, and the foul. Great job to weave and get to the baseline by Sophia Pryor. She got to the rim, the hoop and the harm. Central has a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, what makes Sophia Horton a complete scorer is she can do it at all 3 levels, whether it's the three-point line, mid-range, and she's tough enough to go inside as well, take contact, and get those and one opportunities, and she's got one now.
Foul on Sydney Booker. Free throw is good by Horton. 5-0 Rebels on top here. 5:41 left, first quarter. Full court pressure. You heard Seth Collins allude to it in pregame. They like to run man-to-man, the run and jump press. Full court defensively. Here's a kick out by Perkins out towards Pryor, right wing. Open is Davis. She'll take a three. It's way long off the back of the iron. Booker got the rebound, though, and put it back up and in.
Yeah, already 2 offensive rebounds for Sydney Booker.
Doing good work on the glass, gets Steelville their first bucket. Great bounce pass to the high post area to Kimball. Then she throws it on the block to Holmes. She can't finish around the rim, but we got a whistle and a push-off foul. And that's actually going to be an offensive foul called on Central, on Abby Holmes.
And total Booker 9.3 rebounds per game coming into the tournament, just about 10, and there once again good positioning on the defensive glass.
Coaxes out the first foul call of the day on a Central Rebel. Again, the full court pressure shown. And Davis gave it away. Church did, rather. Loose ball finds its way to Aubrey Eaton at the free throw line area. Norris lost it for a second. Coming up with the loose ball is Church. Alyssa Church the other way in transition to Davis. Tried to touch pass it over to Booker on the block. She wasn't ready for it, and it's out of bounds underneath the bucket. 3 minutes in. Central with the 5-2 lead. Sub for the Rebels. Abby Holmes sat for a moment after picking up her first foul. Madison Holmes, who took her place, goes right back to the bench. Avery Norris will bring it up and run the point here for Central across the timeline. They throw it in the corner here near side to Horton. Gets trapped by a double team. Throws the ball off a Steelville player's leg out of bounds. Cardinals in the moment. They run a lot of 1-3-1 defensively. Looks like they're almost playing a 1-2-2. At the very top of the defense, Sydney Booker. Norris dribbling into the heart of it at the free throw line area. Bounce pass here to the right wing near side. Horton lost it for a second. Ball gets tipped. Kimball gets to it. Tries to turn and go baseline. She lost the basketball, and they'll say she double dribbled. Head coach Seth Collins, as well as Central head coach Josh Mapes, both alluded to how good Steelville's defense has been so far this season. And for the most part, Cardinals have looked solid here halfway through the first quarter. Against the full court pressure, Church off the inbound, nearly had it poked away. Now Norton knocks it loose. It goes out of bounds. Problem for Steelville here at the start is that they're not being able to break this full court pressure by Central. Booker to inbound on the baseline here near side. Church gets it. Face guarded by Madison Holmes, who's back in. And we got a whistle and a push. They're going to get Madison Holmes for the foul defensively.
Looked like maybe you could have got either the ball handler or the defender for a push there. I saw a bit of an arm extension from, I believe it was Church, but foul goes on Central. Steelville still with it.
Church gets the inbounds. Almost has two defenders on her. Dribbles into the trap. Gets it to Booker, though. She'll bring it across the timeline. Feed it here left wing. Perkins lost it for a second. Now throw it back out top of the key to Church. Face guarded by Holmes. Crossover dribble. Alyssa Church nearly lost it middle of the paint. Got it back. Turned around with the right hand and flipped it up and in. Heads up play by Alyssa Church on the loose ball. Her first bucket makes it 5-4. Bounce pass here in the corner, near side of the floor. Jessica Holsey into the game for the first time for Central. Nearly has it taken away, but it's out of bounds on the sideline, last off of the Cardinals. Steelville with their first subs of the night, as we will see for the first time this evening, Reagan Martin, as well as Toby Pennock, pair of freshmen. Central subs Abby Holmes back in for Madison Holmes, and Holsey takes a seat as well. Starting five back out there for the Rebels. Aubrey Eaton will run the point on this possession. Gives it off right wing to Kimball. Cross-court pass far side to Horton. Throws it on the block. Wide open is Kimball. She'll lay it up and in. Great action side to side with the ball. Opens up the easy lay-in for Kimball. And it's 7-4 Central on top. Nearly a steal in the backcourt. Church able to get around the double team. Throws it up ahead. Right block. Open is the post player Martin, and she'll lay it up and in. Good work by Church in transition to find Martin for the easy layup, and it's cut back to a 1-point game. 3 minutes left first quarter. Horton throws it back top of the key. Norris nearly lost it. Off to Eaton here on the right wing. Puts it on the deck. Ball gets knocked loose. Now Abby Holmes can't hang on to it. Booker comes up with it. Trying to go coast to coast after a crossover dribble. Booker to the rim. Gets called for a charge. Lowered the shoulder and went head first into Abby Holmes. And Holmes is still down on the floor after taking that hit. Holding her head. So maybe she hit the floor after taking that charge, went face first. She is back up, though, after being on the ground and keeled over for a moment, back on her own 2 feet, and she's going to come to the bench. Madison Holmes again will sub in for her. The foul on Booker, a big one. That was her second personal. So Steelville's top post player will have to take a seat here early in this one with foul trouble. She has replaced Looks like by Lauren Davis back in there for Steelville. 3 minutes left first quarter. Central leads 7-6. Eaton, left-hand dribble, goes far side of the floor. On the wing, this is Halsey. Throws it on the elbow here near side. Touch pass by Eaton on the block to Kimball. Tries to dribble around 2 defenders. Lost it out of bounds, but it's last off the Cardinals. Rebels will have another sub coming here. Avery Norris right back in. Josh Mapes seems to be keenly aware of his team playing on short rest. Just 1 day off as he's subbing players back and forth left and right here in the opening minutes. Horton inbound. Gets tipped and knocked out of bounds again. So Central will keep it. 2.5 left first quarter. It will be Horton again to inbound in on the far side of the floor on the baseline. Throws it all the way back top of the key to Norris. Now picks up her dribble between 3 defenders. Cross court to the left wing. That's Halsey with it. Right back over here near side to Norris. Puts it on the deck with the left hand middle of the paint. Throws a shot up around a defender and gets fouled. Avery Norris gets hacked going to the rim. Looked like they're going to call it on Reagan Martin. So that's her first personal. Both sides with 3 team fouls here. Norris, who has not scored yet tonight, hits the first of a pair. Of course, I remind you this is the first of 2 semifinal games here today. On the girls' side of things, St. Genevieve and South Iron battle of the unbeaten. South Iron ranked number 1 in the state in Class 1. Taking on the Dragons. That'll be coming up after this one is over. Second free throw also good for Norris, so Central's lead is now 9-6 as they again sub. Aubrey Eaton takes a seat. Madison Holmes comes in her place. Kimball takes a seat as well for Central, replaced by Abby Holmes. Trying to break the pressure. Martin, far side of the floor, brings it up, gets it ahead, over to Perkins. She's open on the long 2, can't knock down the corner jumper. Rebound picked up inside by Norris. Throws it up the other way, gets it right back from Halsey. Now top of the key, catch and shoot. Sophia Horton for 3, knocked it down! Sophia Horton, the first triple on either side, and Central starts to exert a little bit of control. They lead at 12-6. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. We have our first timeout, brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's on St. Joe Drive in Park Hills. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The Black River Winehouse in Annapolis wishes all success to the South Iron Panthers during the Central Christmas Tournament. Hard work, perseverance, and dedication are all noticed. Black River Winehouse in Annapolis is also now taking reservations for the 2020 year. Book your next wedding, party, or event. That's the Black River Winehouse in Annapolis. Visit their website at blackriverwinehouse.com or check them out on Facebook for upcoming events. The Black River Winehouse in the heart of the hills.
Welcome back to coverage of the Central Christmas Tournament on Regional Radio, brought to you by Parkland Monument Company in Farmington and American Heritage Abstract and Vicky Crocker Realty, both in Deloge. Central leads Steelville 12-6, 2 minutes left first quarter. Rebels have scored the last 5. Bounce pass on the inbounds by Reagan Martin, gets it to Alyssa Church, who is back out there for the Cardinals. She'll get it across the timeline with a left-hand dribble. Tries to throw it on the block inside to Lauren Davis, but the pass is deflected away out of bounds. So throw in coming from the baseline, near side of the floor. Church will take it. Looking for somebody to cut open. Still doesn't have anybody, and it gets called for 5 seconds. Too long developing there on that inbounds play for Steelville and a turnover. Yet another sub for Central. As Abby Holmes comes in and takes place with Jessica Halsey. I'm not going crazy, right? They are subbing like every 30 seconds.
That's a Josh Mapes special right there. He loves to keep fresh legs into the game, and he's got depth so he can kind of get away with all these subs.
Norris throws it on the block here near side. Kimball around the defender, puts it up and in. Kaylee Kimball has 6, tied with Sophia Horton for a game high. Central starting to pull away, 14-6 lead. 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Church left-hand dribble, nearly lost it, and then gets poked and fouled right around the middle of the floor. Call it on Avery Norris, her first personal. Team foul number 5 on Central. The one downside of this first quarter is they are starting to rack up a bit of foul trouble. Nobody has multiple fouls, but they've committed 5 as a team, as we mentioned. Church on the inbounds, crossover dribble back to her left, gives it off on the wing over to Davis. Kick it out in the corner far side. Perkins a three, it doesn't go. Long rebound finds its way to Horton. She'll push it in transition the other way for Central. Crossover dribble to get back to her left, picked it up, now throws it back top of the key at the free throw line area. Kimball in the high post, gives it back far side to Horton, puts it on the deck, banks it off the glass and in from 5 feet away. Sophia Horton has got 8 points early. Central has a double-digit lead with a minute to play in the first quarter. Inbound finds its way to Dalen Pryor. She'll give it right back to Martin. Nearly stolen, but Church will get it across the timeline for Steelville. Middle of the free throw line area. Great crossover dribble by Church, and Alyssa gets to her left hand and lays it up and in. That's her second bucket, and a big one there to make it 16-8. In the corner here near side of the floor, the other way for Central, Aubrey Eaton. She lost it, throws it in the high post. Kimball's open, just inside the free throw line, takes the jumper and knocks it down. Kaylee Kimball and Sophia Horton both on fire. 8 points each here at the start. Central leads 18-8 with 30 seconds left in the period. The inbound will come from Martin to Church, guarded by Norris. Pulls it back to her right hand, middle of the floor. Nearly gets trapped. Martin ahead, gets it across the timeline to Pryor. A lot of space. Throws it in the corner. Open is Davis. Catch and shoot for three. Rattled it home. Big shot by Lauren Davis. Her first bucket makes it 18-11. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Far side of the floor, Norris. Down to 7. Tried to throw it back top of the key. Norris gets it back. Down to 5. Down to 4. Horton left wing with 2. Lets it fly. Can't knock it down. And at the horn, we have a whistle. A push-off foul.
Well, they might. I'm not sure if they're going to add time or not. Looks like they are all going to the bench. I think that might be it.
They won't add time, but the foul does count.
Yep.
And it is on Aubrey Eaton, and now she has her second personal, so the Central point guard finds herself in foul trouble. Rebels do have the lead, though, after 1. They lead Steelville 18-11 here in the girls' semifinals. We'll be back with more in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Steelville Senior Living would like to wish the Steelville Cardinals the best of luck during the Central Christmas Basketball Tournament. Keep up the good work, not only through the tournament, but the rest of the school year. Steelville Senior Living is a skilled nursing facility that offers your family member a home-like atmosphere. They take pride in caring for their residents and hope that you'll trust them with their care. Visit their website at jmsseniorliving.com or check out their Facebook page. That's Steelville Senior Living, caring for the ones you love most.
Are you looking for the right person to hire for your construction needs? Well, remember this name, Ed Fisher Construction, LLC from St. Genevieve. Ed and his crew do it all, from the foundations to roofing, flat work, framing, concrete stamping, remodeling, and more. So whether it's new construction or existing, Ed Fisher Construction, LLC is truly your one-stop construction business. That's Ed Fisher Construction, LLC, fully insured and free estimates. Call 573-535-4272.
We welcome you back to coverage of the Central Christmas Tournament on the regional radio and the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you by Goggins Drilling in Park Hills, the South Iron School District in Annapolis, and the Jefferson R7 School District in Festus. After trailing by double digits for the first time today, Steelville, currently with a bucket by Sydney Booker here to open the second quarter, is on a 7-2 run, and they've cut that lead in half, 18-13. Central has possession with the advantage here, opening minute of the second quarter. Jessica Holsey has it here, brings it out. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone defensively right now for Steelville. Cross-court pass to Sophia Horton, far side of the floor. She tried to throw it on the block to Kaylee Kimball, and it's stolen. Dalen Pryor, the freshman, coming up with the loose ball. Steelville will walk it across the timeline. Alyssa Church running the show. She's tied with Booker for a team high with 4 points. Amy Perkins nearly loses it, gets it back to Church, though, on the left wing. Cross-court pass, far side wing, over to Pryor, back to Perkins, throw it in the corner. Open is Lauren Davis. She'll take another 3. It's too long. Rebound doesn't go, or rather goes into the hands of Norris. She throws it up ahead to Holsey. Back to Kimball, right wing, catch and shoot for 3. Too long. Rebound leaked out after it was deflected. Alyssa Church gets back to it, gives it off to Booker, and gets it right back after losing it for a second. Now Church in the other way quickly. Minute and a half into the second quarter. Near the top of the zone defense for Central. Throws it cross-court back here to the right wing. Perkins steps inside the arc, takes the jumper. It doesn't go. Rebound inside by Booker. Can't put it back up and in. Kimball gets the defensive board for Central. Give it off to Sophia Horton. She'll bring it the other way. Face guarded right away at the top of the key, and the steal made. Naomi Perkins comes up with it, gets to the rim, can't finish, but Booker there to clean it up. She can't finish. Gets hacked on a second putback attempt, and she'll go to the line. That's what hustle will do for you when you blow those chippy layups. Sydney Booker getting back. Comes up with a pair of offensive boards, and the second one earns her a trip to the free throw line. The foul called on Kaylee Kimball. It's her first, but more importantly, it's the team's seventh. It's the first of two. Does rattle home for Sydney Booker. So while she's shooting two here, it's a 1-and-1 at least the rest of the half for Steelville. Second one is nothing but nylon there, and after being down by as much as 10, Cardinals are crawling back. They're down 18-15. Norris the other way for Central. Handoff here on the right wing to Halsey, who will pull it out and reset. 5:44 left till halftime. Halsey throwing it in the corner to Madison Holmes. Gave it high post Kimball. Kimball's pass deflected. Ball's knocked loose, middle of the floor. We got a whistle and a tie ball called. Possession arrow will keep it with Central, but the Steelville defense starting to force turnovers. Horton to inbound here near side of the floor. Lob it up middle of the paint. Kimball has the catch, throws it back out. Far side, left corner jumper, rims in and out for Avery Norris. Madison Holmes gets the offensive rebound. Bounce it to Kimball on the baseline. She has it knocked loose out of her hands, but it is out of bounds last off of the Steelville defender, Lauren Davis. Subs coming for Central. Aubrey Eaton and Abby Holmes in for Maddie Holmes and Jessica Halsey. And we see Haley Woodall for the first time today for Steelville, taking the place of Naomi Perkins. Eaton the inbounder here, near side of the floor baseline, throws it all the way back up top of the key to Abby Holmes. Now they give it back right wing to Horton. They're playing 1-2 or like a 2-1-2, but against Horton in particular, almost like a 1-2-2 zone defense, but that wing is leaking out against Horton in particular. Here's a cross-court pass on the block by Abby Holmes. Good idea, not great execution, though, as she throws it away past Eaton and Kimball out of bounds. Interesting defensive strategy by Seth Collins. It's not really the boxing one that you normally see against great players like Horton, where everybody's playing zone except for the one face guarding, but they're leaking a wing out of a 1-2-2 zone defensively to almost put two players on Horton every time she touches the basketball. Cardinals with possession other way. Pryor tries to throw it on the block to Booker. It's stolen. Avery Norris comes up with the long pass, trying to go coast to coast. Norris at the rim, around contact, can't finish, but a foul.
Yeah, just a note on that defense, Nathan. It's kind of what they did against Arcadia Valley's Gracie Smith as well, and she still was able to score 32 points. Sophia Horton's off to a good start, but Steelville has been able to supplement that with enough offense of their own to stick into this one with the number 7 team in Class 4 so far.
They're doing it without fouling as well. That was just the 4th team foul of the half here a moment ago, called on Alyssa Church. Avery Norris to the free throw line where she misses the first of 2. Second one rims in and out as well. So nothing on that trip. Rebound picked up inside by Woodall. She'll get it across the timeline for Steelville. Still down 18-15, 5 minutes to play in the first half. In the corner here, near side of the floor, Lauren Davis. Cross court, gives back top of the key. Catch and shoot for Church. Can't knock down the triple. Long rebound off the back of the iron will roll out of bounds. They're going to say it's last off Central. So the deflection out of bounds as they fight for that rebound. The Cardinals still have a chance on this trip to tie. Down by as much as 10 in this first half. Church the inbounds. Looking, throws it back out way to the top of the key, almost to the sideline near the scorer's table. Sydney Booker runs it down far side of the floor. Give it back to Church between the wheels. Crossover dribble coming to her left, gets to the middle of the paint, gets to the rim, couldn't throw it off the backboard, no good. Rebound picked up inside Kimball. She'll give it on a handoff to Horton coming the other way. Sophia Horton kick out left wing, over to Norris. Now come back cross court over here to Eaton on the near side wing. Pass deflected and stolen. Davis got a hand on it. Loose ball finds its way to Woodall. She gives it to Davis in transition. Throws it to Booker on the block. Got room. Couldn't finish around the defender, but her putback attempt is up and in. Sydney Booker now has a team high and tied for a game high 8. And Steelville down by as much as 10 at one point. Only trails 18-17 halfway through the second quarter. Far side of the floor with it, Norris. Big offensive possession for Central. Try to get the momentum back. Eaton dribbling through defenders. Gives it off here in the near side corner. Gets it back on a bounce from Madison Holmes. Wide open on the block is Kaylee Kimball after a double team. And the pass from Eaton allows her to lay it up and in. It's a good find there by Eaton. Good possession for Central. Kimball now has a game high 10. And the Rebels are again up 3. Quickly the other way in transition though. Good find by Church. Had her man Woodall open on the block. She tried to throw it back the other side of the floor to Pryor. And a whistle and a reach-in foul. They say it's on Avery Norris. That's her second personal. So she and Eaton are both dealing with a bit of foul trouble right now for Central. Eaton takes a seat in place of Abby Holmes. Holsey coming in place of Madison Holmes. Haley Woodall, the sophomore, to the free throw line, and she'll learn the back half of the 1-and-1 as she splashes home the first free throw. Every bit the game we thought we'd get between two teams that have combined to start the season 15-1. Steelville, though, credit them for battling back after the early double-digit deficit. Second free throw doesn't go for Woodall, so it stays 20-18. Horton with the rebound the other way for Central. She'll get it back cross-court here on the right wing on a pass from Norris. Throw it baseline area to Abby Holmes. Bounce back over to Norton. Pulls it out left-hand dribble towards the middle of the floor. Had it knocked loose. Got the loose ball back. Right at the rim. Couldn't hit a chippy. Again from 5 feet. Puts it back up and in off the glass. Horton's in double figures now with 10. And it's a 4-point Central lead with 3 minutes to play and a half. Booker across the timeline for Steelville. Gives on a handoff over to Church. Holds it high above her head, looking for something to set up in a half court offensively. Face guarded by Avery Norris. Throw it here on the wing. Perkins attacking with the right hand. Across the lane. Floater doesn't roll home. Rebound picked up inside by Kimball. Gives off to Horton. Rebels try to attack quickly the other way. Horton kick out here. Right wing. Catch and shoot three for Jessica Holsey. Off the side of the iron. No good. Rebound long. Comes out to Church on the other side of the floor. She'll bring it up with the right hand. Comes up to the right wing. Gives it off, top of the key, over to Woodall. Now back other side, Pryor head fakes, throws it on the block. Lob for Booker, makes the catch, can't finish around the contact. Got her own rebound, though, and put it back up and in. Great battle happening inside between Sydney Booker and Kaylee Kimball. She now has double figures with 10 to lead Steelville. They're only down by 2. Nearly forced a turnover defensively here on the sidelines, but the ball simply deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, how many times have you said it already? Sydney Booker getting her own rebound, Sydney Booker getting an offensive rebound. I mean, she's everywhere on the glass.
She's doing so with 2 fouls, too. So doing all that sort of contact inside is dangerous. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Midwest Sports Center halftime show coming up. We'll recap this one at the break, set the stage for our other games today here in Park Hills. Horton airmails a 3 here from the near side corner. Long rebound finds its way out to Alyssa Church. Steelville can tie or take the lead. Church trying to go coast to coast. Throws it on the block to Booker after it's knocked loose for a second. And then as she tried to collect the ball here on the left block, they call her for a travel. Once more, Central subbing as Avery Norris and Aubrey Eaton return. Madison Holmes and Jessica Holsey take a seat. 7-player rotation that Central has. All 7 of them are going to play and split the minutes pretty evenly. Far side pass by Norris to Horton. Cross court over here in the corner to Eaton. Head fakes, throws it on the block. Wide open Kimball. She'll lay it up and in. They're drawing the defense out when they go cross court side to side, and they're getting Kimball wide open as she is there. She's got a game high 12. Central leads by 4. Minute left in the first half. Perkins trying to get it across the timeline. Reach in and a foul, and that's going to be Aubrey Eaton's 3rd personal here in the first half. Tried to throw the ball. Did Perkins back to the middle of the floor to Sydney Booker. Eaton called for a reach in. It's team foul number 9 in the half. So Booker, who has already gone 2 for 2 at the charity stripe this evening, has a 1-and-1 and earns the back half. And she's got 11. It is the battle down low between Booker and Kimball that has made this such an even game. As the second of 2 for Booker is also nothing but nylon, so she's matched Kimball with a game-high 12 points. And it's 24-22. Central has the lead and possession in the final minute of the first half. Cross-court, Holsey to the left wing, gets it back from Norris at the top of the key. Bounce here in the corner near side of the floor, Horton, as she's double-teamed defensively, and again just has to throw it off a Cardinal defender. And as we've been saying all half, the wing comes down defensively from the elbow area and double-teams with the baseline defender every time Horton touches the ball. Despite double figures for her tonight, 10 points, she's really been hounded defensively.
That was good composure, though, from Horton, just kind of nonchalantly throwing it off of a Cardinal. Didn't panic at all.
Avery Norris, meanwhile, trying to throw it cross-court against that hounding zone defense for Steelville. Throws it away, trying to get it to Jessica Holsey. Horton has been pretty composed, as you said, but overall, Steelville's forcing turnovers defensively. They're getting what they want. And they'll have an inbounds here with a chance to tie or take the lead. 42 seconds left here in the first half.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're Steelville, you take this down 2 to a team that's ranked in Class 4. Of course, the Cardinals receiving votes in Class 3, but this is certainly a result that you're happy with to this point, I'd imagine.
Especially after trailing by as much as 10 in this first half. Alyssa Church picked up her dribble right at half court near the scorer's table. Seth Collins, her head coach, will call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Timeout brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The question's always asked, if a tree falls in the woods and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, we don't know that, but if a tree falls in the middle of the night into your living room, it definitely does. Tree Trimming Services and More, LLC in Valley Mines, has on-call 24/7 for emergency tree removal. Maybe you're just looking to clear some trees off your lot or rid your yard of trees that are potential hazards. Tree Trimming Services and More does it all. They chop and they haul. Tree Trimming Services and More, LLC in Valley Mines. Call 573-915-3370 or find them on Facebook.
You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on regional radio on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown, the Iron County C4 School District in Viburnum, and Premier Door Company in Bonne Terre. Midwest Sports Center halftime show is coming up here in moments. It's been a great first half between the number 1 seed and the number 4 seed in the girls' Central Christmas Tournament here in the semifinals. Steelville trailed by as much as 10, 16-6, and then pulled themselves back in it with a 9-2 run to get as close as 1. They're down 24-22 right now, final 30 seconds of the half. They have it, though. Catch and shoot left wing off the bounce for Naomi Perkins. She can't knock down a 3. Kaylee Kimball with the rebound. Down to 15 seconds to go. Kimball throws it up ahead in transition to Holsey. Stuck here in the right corner. Has Kimball open at the free throw line. Takes the jumper with 10. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Kimball nearly got her own rebound. Ball gets deflected out of bounds. I'll say it's last off of Central. That sure looked like a Steelville player had knocked that ball away from Kimball out of bounds, but Cardinals get it back here. 6 seconds left till halftime. Inbounds over to Church. She'll bring it up the floor with the left-hand dribble. Down to 3 seconds. Lost it at midcourt. Throws it over far side of the floor. At the horn. Half-court heave by Booker is no good. She did graze the front of the iron, but the first half comes to a close. Central led by as much as 10 in the first half, but Steelville rallied. They're down 24-22 here at the break against the Rebels here in the girls' semifinals. Midwest Sports Center halftime show is coming up after this timeout. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on regional radio and the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The faculty and staff at North County St. Francis County School District are proud of their students and athletes. It takes hard work, dedication, and commitment to be a good, successful student and athlete. Each student and athlete will have different goals and even different ways and timing of achieving those goals. So be yourself and excel to the very top. Good luck on a great year and a great season from the faculty and staff at the North St. Francis County School District.
For the last 21 years, Parkland Monument Company has provided generations of families with high-quality memorials that tell a story of their loved ones' lives. We pride ourselves on being the only monument provider in the area that can design, custom engrave, and etch, along with install the memorial stones we sell. We ask you come to Parkland Monument Company and see the difference between a professional memorialist and just a sales office or funeral home. Parkland Monument Company, located at 5425 Highway 32 East, Farmington, 573-756-7773.
Are you buying a home or getting a home loan? Did you know you have a choice on which title company completes your title work? Ask for American Heritage Abstract in Deloge to meet your title insurance or escrow needs. They're a small title company, but they cover a lot of ground. Give them a call at 431-1359 or visit their office at 104 North Lincoln Street in Deloge, Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 4:30. Now celebrating their 32nd year of serving the Parkland. American Heritage Abstract in Deloge. Vicki Crocker of Vicki Crocker Realty is proud to serve St. Francis and surrounding counties and is dedicated to serving all your real estate needs. Vicki Crocker is friendly, knowledgeable, and professional. Vicki Crocker Realty can provide you with up-to-date listings, including foreclosures, as well as information to sell your home in today's market. Call Vicki Crocker Realty, 747-8099, or stop by her office in Deloge. And don't forget to check her out on Facebook.
Rebound picked up inside by Norris. Throws it up the other way, gets it right back from Holsey. Now top of the key, catch and shoot. Sophia Horton for 3. Knocked it down! Sophia Horton. The first triple on either side, and Central starts to exert a little bit of control. They lead it 12-6. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. We have our first timeout. Brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's. That was today's fast break of the game, brought to you by your local McDonald's, where your Egg McMuffin is always made with a freshly cracked egg. Another great reason to wake up to the favorites you love. Central would go on and expand their first half lead by as much as 10, led by 12 points from Kaylee Kimball and 10 from Sophia Horton. But Steelville Cardinals battled back, and they're currently only down 24-22 here at halftime in the girls' semifinals of the 2019 Lady Rebel Central Christmas Tournament. Right here on the Limo Info Sports Stream as we welcome to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. I'm Nathan Gertz. Nick Lewis alongside throughout the day. Our second girls semifinal coming up, a battle of unbeaten, South Iron and St. Genevieve. Don't forget, you'll be able to hear that game as soon as we're done here on the Limo Info Sports Stream. And hopefully that one is as good as this one. As we mentioned, once a 16-6 lead for Central. That was their largest of the game. Pretty quickly, a 9-2 run by the Steelville Cardinals cut it back down to 3 points. The largest it has been since then for Central is 2 scores. But Steelville has only been down 4 briefly, and they trail by just 2 here at the break. As we look at our first half stats, I mentioned the scoring for Central. Kaylee Kimball with 12 and 10 for Sophia Horton, but only 2 other points scored in that first half for the Rebels on free throws by Avery Norris. Steelville got 12, tying a game high from junior forward Sydney Booker. Meanwhile, Alyssa Church, one of their top scorers, junior guard, she was quiet with just 4 points in that first half. Got 3 from Lauren Davis, 2 from Reagan Martin, and 1 from Haley Woodall to round out the scoring, considering Naomi Perkins was quiet in that first half, along with Church. Got to be very fortunate if you're Steelville to have had the success that you had in that first half offensively, with Booker succeeding and then also doing what you did on the defensive end of the floor to keep you right back in this game, particularly after you found yourself down double digits. This is the first of 2 on the girls' side. We mentioned South Iron and St. Gen coming up later on this afternoon here on the Sports Stream. And then we have the boys' quarterfinals of this year's 64th annual Bob Seacrest Jr. Central Christmas Tournament here in Park Hills. We'll have all 4 of those games for you over on 98.5 FM J98 as we look at our Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. Hearing Care Partners, they listen so you can hear. It'll start with South Iron, the top seed, taking on Jefferson. That'll tip around 4 o'clock, might even be a couple minutes before that, so make sure you tune in to see how that second girls game finishes and around what time so you know when to flip on over to J98. Then in our second game, North County will take on Festus. Dream Teamer Carter Kekak leads the Raiders against the 13-seeded Tigers, who were the lowest seed to win here at the boys Central Christmas Tournament in quite a few years after upsetting Farmington in the first round. Our third quarterfinal game will see the host Central Rebels, the number 2 seed, take on Steelville. So Steelville and Central in a girl-boy doubleheader that's just kind of expanded out over the course of today. And we'll wrap things up tonight as Arcadia Valley battles Hillsboro. And the tip for that is scheduled for 8:30, probably going to be before then. So as we said, you can hear coverage of all of those boys' quarterfinal games starting at about 3:45 this afternoon, maybe closer to 3:30, and that'll be on 98.5 FM J98. That's a look at your Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. Our score here at halftime of our first girls semifinal at the Central Christmas Tournament. The hosting Central Rebels edging out the Steelville Cardinals at the moment, 24-22. Thanks for listening to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. Second half action from this girls' semifinal between Central and Steelville is coming up after the break. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on Limo Info Sports Stream.
Goggins Drilling Incorporated has been serving the Parkland area and beyond for over a half a century with a reputation for quality work that comes with over 50 years of satisfying their customers, offering sales and service on all water pumps, and are the leading edge of ground source heating systems, residential or commercial. Call Goggins Drilling Incorporated for contract drilling at 573-431-2450. That's Goggins Drilling, when you want more than just a hole in the ground.
The entire faculty and staff of the South Iron R1 School District, home of the Mighty Panthers, would like to take this time to congratulate the South Iron Panthers for excelling and being positive in all they do. The Panthers have proven that they have what it takes, and everyone at the South Iron R1 School District is very proud of each of you. Success takes skill and hard work. Keep up all the good work from the entire faculty and staff at the South Iron R1 School District.
The faculty and staff at the Jefferson R7 School District are proud of their students and athletes. It takes hard work, commitment, and dedication to be high-caliber athletes. Never lose sight of the goal. Stay driven, focused, and keep up the hard work, teamwork, and all of your efforts will pay off. This message is brought to you by the faculty and staff at the Jefferson R7 School District. Go Blue Jays!
Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you.
We welcome you back to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Kevin Ball Auto Body in Leadington, RNA Logging in Annapolis, Quality Transportation in Pilot Knob, and the Dryer Electric Company in Frona. Great fight shown by the Steelville Cardinals after facing a double-digit deficit in the first half. They rallied. They're only down 24-22 to Central here as we get ready to start the second half of this girls' semifinal. One more reminder for you that we'll have the other girls' semi between undefeated South Iron and unbeaten St. Genevieve coming your way as soon as this one is done. So probably closer to 2 o'clock is when we'll get pregame coverage started. And we'll have tip-off at about 2:30 or so, 2:15, right here on the sports stream. Nick Lewis will have that call for you. That should be an absolute dandy between the number 1 ranked team in the state in Class 1 and a St. Genevieve team that has a shot at being one of the best in the area in Class 4, led by Dream Team forward Sydney Bumgarner. South Iron, of course, led by Dream Team guard Michaela Ayers, an all-state selection. Has a chance to maybe be all-state again this year and a Dream Team Player of the Year candidate. We get ready to start the second half. Scoring recap again for you. 12 for Kaylee Kimball for Central, 12 for Steelville's Sydney Booker. Those are game highs. Sophia Horton had 10 for the Rebels. One other player scored for Central. Meanwhile, after Booker, 4 other players got into the scorebook points-wise for the Cardinals. Get ready to start this second half for you here at the Central Christmas Tournament. Coverage brought to you in part by the Madison County Title Company in Fredericktown and the Mineral Area Bluegrass Association in Leadwood. Switching into the floor, so Central's going to be attacking the bucket to our left, high above things here at TJ Foulon Fieldhouse. Steelville has possession to start the second half. Sydney Booker is going to inbound. Cardinals in the road red with black numbers, white letters spelling out Steelville across the front, white trim on the black numbers, black and white stripes. Alyssa Church dumps it down low in the post to Booker. She can't finish high off the glass. Rebound finds its way out to Sophia Horton. Rebels come the other way in their home white with the Rebel logo on the side of the left part of the shorts. Navy blue trim, blue numbers and letters with a red trim. Horton on the block has her shot blocked. Kimball, an offensive rebound attempt, doesn't go. Another offensive board finds its way to Norris. Kick out in the corner. Horton open for the jumper, can't knock it down. Madison Holmes gets to the loose ball. Great bounce pass to Abby Holmes, middle of the floor. And Kimball from 5 feet rattles one home. So Kaylee Kimball builds on her game high. She's up now to 14, and it's 26-22. Steelville nearly gives it away, but a great pass up ahead by Perkins, and she finds Lauren Davis all alone around the bucket to lay it up and in. Perkins nearly giving it away in transition. Instead finds a wide open Davis. Quickly the other way for the Rebels on the move. Kaylee Kimball is open in the high post. She knocks down another little 6-foot jumper. So Kimball with the first 2 buckets of the half for the Rebels to make it 28-24, a minute into the third quarter. Church, top of the key, right-hand dribble, gives it off in the corner here. Davis head fakes the jumper, spinning on the baseline, tries to throw it back out over to Dalen Pryor, and it's stolen away. This is Avery Norris the other way for the Rebels. Give it off on the wing, gets it right back from Madison Holmes. Now with the left-hand dribble, comes across, throws it over to Maddie Holmes. Bounce pass, high post area to Kimball. Pass on the block, deflected. Horton got back to the loose ball, though. Throw it back out right wing. This is Madison Holmes going back out to reset top of the key with Norris. Throw it on the block, wide open is Norris. She'll lay it up and in. They got the Steelville defense playing too high up, and Horton is left all alone around the rim. She's got 12. Central lead again, 30-24. Throw it open in transition, and left wide open again is Lauren Davis on the bucket to lay it up and in. She's got all 4 in this half for Steelville, 7 total in the game. They're down 4. Kick out in transition, left wing, 3 ball. Horton doesn't go. It rolls in and out. Rebound picked up inside. That's Church. She'll come the other way. 5:45 left in the third quarter. Left-hand dribble, pulls it back out here to the near side wing to reset for Steelville. At the top of the key, crossover back to her right, now back to her left, middle of the paint. Church, little runner with the left hand, 5 feet away, doesn't go. Booker got the offensive rebound yet again, put it up and got fouled. Sydney Booker has grabbed just about every offensive rebound in sight, and she draws a foul on Abby Holmes, which will be her second personal. It's the first team foul called here in the second half, either side. Booker's 4 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and now 5 of 5 as she gets the first of 2. Jessica Holsey going to come in to take the place of Kaylee Kimball, who has the first 4 points of the half for Central before a Sophia Horton bucket. Second free throw this trip rattles home for Booker, who's now 6 of 6 at the line tonight. She's got 14 to lead the Cardinals. And again, they're only down 2, 30-28. 5.5 left third quarter. High post area, Norris kicks it out in the corner to Holsey. Now throw it on the baseline to Abby Holmes. She loses it between 2 defenders. Throws it back out on the right wing over to Holsey. With a left-hand dribble, she'll reset, pulling it all the way back out near midcourt to the Rebel logo. Bounce pass in the high post area for Horton. Catch and shoot from just inside the free throw line. She can't knock it down. And then on the fight for the loose ball rebound, we got a whistle and a foul called on Central. Josh Mapes, his team dealt with more foul calls in that first half, and to his chagrin, they're on the wrong end of things here. They got Abby Holmes again. She picked up her third personal. Aubrey Eaton, who started the game tonight for Central, didn't start the second half. She's got 3 fouls. So the Rebels starting to deal with foul trouble here on top of seeing their lead shrink. They lead 30-28, 5 minutes left third quarter. On the inbounds, Alicia Church double teamed for a moment, gets it over to Booker. Now Booker will bring it down the floor with the right-hand dribble. Crossover back to her left as she gets it across the timeline, and she walked after a jab step trying to make a pass. Picked up her dribble on the left elbow and ends up traveling. Subs made for Central. Abby Holmes and Holsey will sit down. Aubrey Eaton and Madison Holmes, or Aubrey Eaton and Kimball back in. Eaton running the show here, throws it right wing over to Kimball. Cross court back here near side to Horton. Throw it on the block to the cutting Kimball. She caught it around a defender, has it knocked out of her hand. Whistle and a tie ball call on a ball that didn't look like it was possessed by anyone. Possession arrow will keep it with Central. That ball sure looked like it was knocked loose. At the very least, it should have been no call. Throw in, gets it to Kimball. Triple team, tries to throw it into the free throw line area to Norris. Now they get it back over here on the left wing to Eaton. Bounce pass top of the key to Holmes. Switch floors, far side wing, that's Norris. Tries to probe the zone defense. 4.5 left in the third quarter. Central up 2. Horton lost it on the baseline. Ball gets knocked loose. It's still loose on the left wing. Finally, Naomi Perkins comes up with it. The run out the other way. Shirts in transition from Rye 5 feet. Has it short. Rebound picked up inside by Kimball. Horton coming the other way quickly for Central. Trying to attack. Gets near the rim. Can't finish off the back iron. Kimball got the rebound. Whistle inside. Foul called. A reach in on Steelville and Lauren Davis. Just her first. And the first team foul this half on Steelville. Halfway through the third quarter, they're down 30-28. Coverage of the Central Christmas Tournament brought to you in part by the Potosi R3 School District and the North County School District in Monterey. Kaylee Kimball comes wide open here on the left block on the inbounds play and lays it up and in. She's got a game-high 16. Central's lead is 4 again with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Breaking the press, Davis gets it up here in the corner, off the bounce. Perkins, a jumper, will fall. First of the game for Naomi Perkins. She'd been struggling shooting the basketball today. She knocks that one down to make it 32-30. High post area, catch and shoot, open is Kimball. She takes a jumper, doesn't go. Horton got the offensive board, laid it up and in, and a foul. Sophia Horton battling inside, grabs the rebound, the hoop, and the harm as she draws the foul on Davis. And now Horton up to 14 tonight for the Rebels. Their lead is again 4 points. Sub made for Steelville. Lauren Davis sits. Reagan Martin takes her place. Free throw is good for Sophia Horton, who's 2 of 2 at the line tonight.
35-30, Central on top, 3.5 left third quarter. Getting it across the timeline, Church. Stuck between two defenders here near side wing. Cross court over to Copeland. Head fakes. Now throws it back top of the key over to Church. Thought about a three. Put it on the deck. Give it off right wing. Dalen Pryor with some space middle of the paint. Runner off the glass is good. Pryor banks one home. And again, Steelville still only down a possession. 35-32. From the corner, Eaton pulls it out. Cross court back into the left wing. Horton head fakes. Attacks middle of the paint. Gets to the rim. Laid it up and in, and a foul again. Sophia Horton with a great little head fake going to her left, comes all the way back to her right, gets to the rim, banks it in, and again, the hoop and the harm for Horton.
Yeah, she's so much more than just a jump shooter. I mean, that's 2 times in a row she's worked through contact and still got the layup to fall. At the high school level, that's never a given, and Sophia Horton does that very well.
This was a 2-point game a moment ago, and thanks to those and one trips for Horton as she hits the free throw on both of them, she's now got a game-high 18, and Central's lead is 38-32 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Left-hand dribble, attacking, middle of the block. Church nearly knocked away. Pryor got to it. Through contact, can't throw it up and in. Rebound picked up inside Avery Norris. The other way for the Rebels. Throws it in the corner, far side of the floor to Holsey. Now give it back here left wing, but it's deflected and stolen away. Alyssa Church comes up with a loose basketball. She'll bring it up with a right-hand dribble here to the near side of the floor with 2.5 left in the period. Back over far side of the floor to Megan Martin. She probes the defense. A little up and under move. Kicks out. Perkins open for three left side. It's no good off the back iron. Loose ball gets poked out of bounds. They're going to say last off of Central.
We'll say Horton got a little lucky there. Helped probably a little unnecessarily on the drive and left Perkins wide open for three. Perkins, like we mentioned, shot really well against Arcadia Valley the other day. Just couldn't get that one to go.
Steelville has hit just one three-pointer. So too has Central. Here's Perkins catch and shoot for three. She knocked it down! Big time for Naomi Perkins to wake up. All 5 of her points coming in the third quarter. She hits her first triple. It's a one-possession game again, 38-35. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Posting up Holmes. Tried to throw it back to the top. It's stolen. Booker gets her hands on it. She'll bring it across the timeline for Steelville. At the free throw line area. Thought about the jumper. Kicks it out. 3-ball left side. The corner. Reagan Martin. It doesn't go. Long rebound rolls its way out to Sophia Horton. She'll bring it the other way for Central. Crossover dribble back to her left. Thought about pulling up on the bounce. Left elbow. Had the ball knocked away and loose. Alyssa Church comes up with it and comes the other way for the Cardinals. Crossover dribble working around Madison Holmes. Got to the rim. Got to her right hand. Laid it up and in. Alyssa Church has been quiet. Just 6 points tonight, but she makes it a 1-point game there. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Timeout called by Central. This timeout brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. Central 38, Steelville 37. Back in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The faculty and staff of the Iron County C4 School District in Viburnum would like to take this opportunity to wish all students and athletes a great and successful school year. The Iron County C4 School District is proud of their students and teachers as you all give countless hours of hard work and dedication to achieve greatness. It doesn't go unnoticed by the faculty and staff. The Iron County C4 School District in Viburnum wishes all students and athletes a great and successful school year.
Welcome you back to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by the Ford & Young Funeral Home in Perryville, as well as the Perry County School District and Moore Funeral Home in Potosi. Steelville will not quit against the number 7 ranked team in the state in Class 4, the Class 3 Cardinals, down just one, 38-37 here, a minute and a half left in the third quarter. We got a whistle baseline. I think the official must have thought that there needed to be a stoppage made, and I think it's because Madison Holmes.
She's banged up.
Or actually, it's Abby Holmes. She must have stumbled or just lost her breath. She had a collision earlier in the game where she got knocked down right along the baseline and looked like she landed right on her head. Looks like she just was short of breath all of a sudden, so she has to come and sit down. Resuming play, Norris will lob it over here to Aubrey Eaton, give it off on the left wing to Horton. Now back cross court, far side of the floor. This is Norris. All the way back here, left corner. Horton head fakes, puts it on the deck, bounce pass top of the key. Eaton nearly lost it, throw it back over to Horton. Head fakes the left wing three, puts it on the deck, gives it off in the corner to Madison Holmes. Cross court, they're bouncing it around, get it baseline to Kimball. Tried to throw it back on the block to Horton, and it's knocked away out of bounds. Last off of Central. So Steelville gets it back. Less than a minute left here in the third quarter, down by 1. They have not led all day, despite doing everything in their power to stay in this game after trailing by as much as 10 back in the first half. Church trying to get her way across the timeline, has it stolen. Madison Holmes comes up with it, and she'll go coast to coast. She can't lay it up and in. Missed it at the rim. Booker the rebound. Gives it off over to Pryor. Across the timeline, Church with a head of steam. Going to the bucket. Gets there. Lays it up and in. Steelville has the lead for the first time today with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Church has 8 points. It's 39-38. We got a whistle at the rim and a foul call. It's a block. They're going to get Haley Woodall. Just her first personal. Just the fourth team foul of the half.
There was a momentum-changing, missed wide-open layup for Central because it led to one for Steelville, and like you said, their first lead.
25 seconds left. Ball's thrown away on the inbounds. Pryor has it, looking to go coast to coast. Doesn't finish at the rim around Horton. Rebound picked up inside. Madison Holmes nearly lost it. Ball's loosed at midcourt. Coming up with his Eaton. Tried to throw it ahead to Norris. She can't hold on to it on the baseline. Great hustle by Sydney Booker. Forces a turnover. What effort shown by Steelville so far here today.
Yeah, all of a sudden the action is picked up in intensity, and now at the end of the third quarter, Steelville with a chance to extend their 1-point lead.
Central has won their own Christmas tournament the last 6 years. And you'd have to go back a long ways to remember the last time they didn't play for the title. 11 seconds left in the half. Inbound to Church. Throws it up here on the wing. Somehow got it to Pryor with 5 seconds. They'll say she stepped on the sideline out of bounds. 5 seconds left in the half after a very brief blow. I mean, maybe 6 seconds of real-time action. Aubrey Eaton, Kaylee Kimball, and Sophia Horton all come in. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Jessica Holsey back in there as well to take the place of Eaton, who just subbed. Inbound to Norris with 3, with 2, down to 1. Norris, jumper at the horn, partially blocked. And the third quarter comes to an end. The Steelville Cardinals, down by as much as double digits here in this game, have come all the way back. And at the end of the third quarter, the fourth-seeded Cardinals lead this year's top seed, the Central Rebels, 39-38 here in the girls' semifinals. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Premier Door Company are the folks to call for all your residential or commercial garage door needs. They also install loading dock equipment and electric gates. If your garage door needs repaired, replaced, or if your home just needs a facelift, give them a call. They give free estimates. Premier Door Company serves St. Francis and Madison counties and surrounding areas. Premier Door Company is dedicated to serving you. Go check them out on Facebook or give them a call at 783-7775.
Hi everyone, this is Lori Ball of Kevin Ball Auto Body. We'd like to take a moment to wish all the athletes in the Bob Sechrist Jr. Central Christmas Tournament our best. We hope everyone gets a chance to meet up with old friends and family during the tournament. And remember, if you have a need for collision repair, don't take your car to just any shop. Bring it to Kevin Ball Auto Body. We're the most recommended for a good reason.
A reminder that you can listen to this and all our games online at MyMoInfo.com, courtesy of Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, home of the LS Tractor. Lead the herd, don't just follow. That's Coles Tractor and Equipment on Highway 32 in Farmington. You're going to want to re-listen to this one. Seth Collins cracking a smile over there on the Steelville sideline. Why not? His team has rallied from down 10. They're up 39-38 here as we start the fourth quarter on the top seed and 6-time defending champions of the Central Christmas Tournament, the Central Rebels. In the corner here near side of the floor with it, Naomi Perkins, cross court, wide open Dalen Pryor, catch and shoot from just inside the arc. Jumper doesn't go. Rebound picked up inside for the Rebels, and Avery Norris gets it the other way to Jessica Holsey in transition. Now she's stuck in a double team. Throws it to a wide open Kimball on the block, who will bank it high off the glass and in. Kaylee Kimball now with a game high 20 points after that. Sophia Horton's got 18 for Central, but only one other player has scored for the Rebels. Although they do have the lead back now, up by 1, and a turnover. As they'll say Alyssa Church dribbled the basketball on the sideline out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. So Central getting it right back. Norris, or rather Horton with the inbound over to Holsey. Nearly stolen. Sophia Horton gets him a loose basketball, drives to the rim with the left hand, gets there, can't finish around the defense. Ball knocked out of bounds, last off the Rebels. Steelville off to a 5-1 start to this season. They were getting votes in Class 3 in the state rankings. This would get them ranked almost certainly in the next go-around, facing the number 7 ranked team in the state in Class 4 here today. Lob up ahead by Booker trying to break the press. Nice touch pass ahead to Church on the block. Losing it for a second there was Davis. Gets it right back. Kick it out on the right wing over to Booker. Minute into the fourth quarter. Central up 1. Over to Alyssa Church as Steelville resets in the half court. Zone defense, 2-3 zone shown by Central. Far side wing, Perkins right back top of the key to Church. Now over here on the right wing. This is Dalen Pryor around a screen. Threw it over to Church. It got knocked loose. Ball still loose at the elbow. We got a whistle. Should be a tie ball. It is, and the possession arrow gives it back to Central. As Aubrey Eaton comes back in for the Rebels, playing with 3 fouls. Abby Holmes, who has 3 fouls as well, is back out there in place of Madison Holmes. Sophia Horton inbounding, gets it over to Aubrey Eaton here. 6.5 left to play. Central with the ball up 1. Bounce pass by Eaton here, extended from the left wing. Horton gives it to a cutting Kimball, who's open on the block, and she'll lay it up and in. That play has been unstoppable today, where they swing the ball one way and throw it back to the other side block for Kimball. She's got 22. Central leads by 3 with 6 minutes to go. Copeland trying to get it across the timeline. It's stolen away. Sophia Horton comes up with it. Gets to the rim in transition and lays it up and in. Timeout called by Steelville. And the Central Rebels start the fourth quarter with a 6-0 run to retake the lead. 44-39. Rebels on top of Steelville here in the girls' semifinals. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
R&A Logging and Sawmill LLC in Annapolis is proud of their community, and they proudly support events in the community they serve. R&A Logging and Sawmill in Annapolis is now buying standing timber cut to your specifications, as well as paying top prices for tie logs. You heard right, R&A Logging in Annapolis now buying standing timber cut to your specifications and paying top prices for tie logs. That's R&A Logging LLC in Annapolis. For more information, call them at 573-598-3926.
Need to go to a doctor's appointment and have no transportation? Quality Transportation is the place to call. Brad and his qualified staff at Quality Transportation are ready to serve you. Quality Transportation is non-emergency medical transportation and has proudly served Iron, St. Francis, and surrounding counties since 2006. Give them a call today at 573-546-7497. That's 573-546-7497. That's Quality Transportation in Arcadia.
You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you by the Bug Guy Pest Control in St. Genevieve and Perry County Towing in Perryville. Steelville has the basketball down 5, attacking Naomi Perkins, kicks it out left wing, catch and shoot, Alyssa Church for 3, rims in and out. Would have been a big shot. Rebound picked up inside instead by Kaylee Kimball. She has a game-high 22, comes the other way for Central, gives it in the corner. Aubrey Eaton has room to drive baseline, back to Kimball in the paint, throws it on a bounce, but she walked before she could get the pass off to Abby Holmes. 5.5 left to play, 44-39. Central on top. Steelville trailed by as much as 10. Went on a run to lead 39-38 at the end of the third quarter. Rebels have responded. Sydney Booker will throw it up over here near side of the floor and gets it right back from Lauren Davis. Need to get it across the timeline. She does with the left-hand dribble. Now back over here, right wing to Davis. After a dribble, throws it back far side of the floor to Melissa Church. Dalen Pryor, the freshman, comes back and gets it for Steelville. Over here near side corner, cross court. Davis goes back on the wing to Church. Touch pass to Naomi Perkins. Back to the elbow. Open is Pryor. Kicks it back out. Right corner 3. Lauren Davis will rattle home. Friendly bounce for Lauren Davis. She has had 2 big triples. She's got double digits tonight with 10. It's a one-score game again, 44-42. 5 minutes to go. A whistle, and Aubrey Eaton tried to split 2 defenders. A blocking foul is called on Dalen Pryor. I believe that's the 5th team foul on Steelville, on top of being Pryor's second personal. So only 1 to give for the Cardinals before Central shooting free throws the rest of the way. Inbounds out to Eaton, long on the wing, kicks it in the corner over to Madison Holmes, pulls it back out, high post area to Eaton on the elbow. Now bounce to the left wing to Avery Norris. The Dillon defense extending right now for Steelville in the 1-3-1. Eaton, quick cross-court touch, tried to throw it over to Holmes. She tried to get it back in the post to Horton, and it's deflected out of bounds. Quick hands by Alyssa Church there defensively.
Sub made for the Rebels after this throw-in coming here with 4.5 to play. Madison Holmes sit down. Abby Holmes takes her place. Norris gets it in from Horton. Right wing. Head fakes. Now throws it in the corner far side of the floor. They say she walked before the pass. Just shuffled the left foot. And the turnover gives Steelville a chance to tie or take the lead here on this trip. 4.5 to play. Sub made for the Rebels once again as Abby Holmes sits down. And Madison Holmes takes her place. Booker gets it across the timeline with a pass to Perkins. Now back here, right wing over to Church. Davis head fake to three, tried to throw it inside. It's stolen away. Good hands by Aubrey Eaton. Off the loose ball the other way, Norris gives it back to Eaton. Now gets it back here, top of the key. Throw it on the left wing over to Madison Holmes. They're trying to post up Horton. Bounce pass, far side block is stolen away. Nice hands by Dalen Pryor defensively to take it away on the pass by Eaton. Church comes up the floor halfway through the fourth quarter. Steelville trails 44-42, but they have the possession. Give it on the right wing here to Pryor. Back to Church. Now right back to Pryor on the wing. Puts it on the deck with the right-hand dribble. Feed the corner here near side Davis. Cross court nearly too long. Church runs it down at the Rebel logo at midcourt. Back over to Pryor left wing. Church left open, left side. Three ball. Off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound is tapped around. Whistle and a foul called. Sydney Booker, who picked up 2 fouls in the first half, had played foul-free since. She gets called for a reach-in here, though, fighting for that loose ball. And now none to give in terms of team fouls for Steelville. The next one would put Central in the bonus.
And Central, by the way, that whole defensive possession essentially conceded the three ball, daring Steelville to shoot it. They had an open shot about 3 times, finally took one, couldn't knock it down.
They've hit 3 today, 2 of them by Lauren Davis. They come up with a steal defensively, though. Here's Booker with it. 5-footer, rims in and out, but she got fouled. Sydney Booker with the steal, nearly hits the pull-up jumper, and she does get fouled, though, and has a chance to tie this game at the line. They call it on Aubrey Eaton, and that's her 4th. We mentioned the 7-girl rotation for Central. Everybody plays and plays a lot. That really limits things if one of them ends up getting knocked out of this game. She will sit down, does Eaton, with her 4 fouls. Holsey comes in. Booker, meanwhile, who hadn't missed at the free throw line all game, rims the first of 2 out. So the second here to at least make it a 1-point game rattles home. She's now got 15 points tonight. Only 3 of them coming in the second half, though, but it is still a 44-43 game. Central up 1, 3 minutes to go with possession. Cross-court pass from Horton over to Holsey on the right wing. Now she pulls it out with the dribble. Bounce pass towards the top of the key. It's nearly stolen. Man alive, Josh Mapes somehow, some way gets a timeout in right before Naomi Perkins gets a steal. I'm not sure that should have counted, but we don't wear stripes. The referees may have bailed Central out there of a turnover and a breakaway layup to give Steelville the lead. Exactly 3 minutes to go. 44-43. Central leads Steelville. Girls semifinals. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Dryer Electric wants to wish all athletes good luck this sports season and have a successful year. Your hard work, dedication, and determination does not go unnoticed. Dryer Electric is proud of these athletes and wishes them a successful and memorable school year. That's Dryer Electric, wishing all students good luck this sports season and a successful school year.
You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the regional radio on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you by Dairy Queen in Potosi and Desart Corner Store in Annapolis. The Central Rebels have won the Lady Rebel Christmas Tournament each of the last 6 years. They are in severe danger of not even playing for the championship in 2019. They're up 1, 3 minutes to go on Steelville. They have possession. Sophia Horton, cross-court pass. Kimball open at the rim. Laid it in and a foul! The backdoor cut works again for Kaylee Kimball, and she puts it in through the contact of Lauren Davis.
It is staggering how much of the offense, points-wise, has come from Horton and Kimball. And usually when it's just 2 players, you're not usually going to find yourself in the lead against a really good team, but Central's been able to make it work.
Free throw doesn't go for Kimball, but to your point, that's now 26 for Kimball, 20 for Horton. Only 2 other points scored altogether by the Rebels. Still a 1-possession game because she missed the free throw. 46-43, under 3 minutes to go. Right wing Church gives it off in the corner to Davis. Throws it far side corner. Dalen Pryor nearly lost it, ran it down at the scorer's table. Gets stuck, though. Throws it back on the far side of the floor to Naomi Perkins. Now in the double team. Cross-court pass. Open right wing. Church head fakes the three. Puts it on the deck. Gives it out in the corner to Davis. She picks up her dribble. Throws it on the block to Booker. Gets around Kimball. Lays it up. Got fouled even though she didn't finish. Credit to Sydney Booker for how good she's been posting up against Kaylee Kimball all game long and doing it after picking up 2 early fouls.
No doubt, and once again, Central a couple times there conceded a 3. Steelville didn't want to take it, but they did get it inside to Booker, and now she's got a chance at free throws.
The foul is called on Sophia Horton. It's her first personal. It is just the 4th team foul for Steelville. Meanwhile, Booker, who was money in the free throw line in the first half, 4 of 4, has now missed 2 of her last 3. She's nothing but nylon here on this one, though, and it is 46-44, 2.5 to go. Central with the lead and possession. Horton brings it up the floor, right-hand dribble. Picked it up, and she walked. For half a second, I thought the officials weren't going to call the double dribble, but they do. And right at midcourt, Sophia Horton with the turnover gives Steelville rather, the chance to tie or take the lead here on Central. Inbound coming. It's Perkins to take it. Gets it in over to Alyssa Church, as she's done all game. Left-hand dribble, brings it across the floor. Pass deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Cardinals. Booker, 2 of 4 in her last couple of free throw trips. She does have 16 still leading Steelville. Inbounds, gets out over to Church. Thrown in by Booker. At the top of the key, Church gives off here on the right wing to Pryor. Gets it back, exactly 2 minutes to play. Nearly walked, head fakes the 3. Gives it back right wing over to Pryor. Pulling it out top of the key dribble. Looking for something to open up in the 2-3 zone defense of Central. Back to Church. She'll reset with a left-hand dribble near midcourt. Over here in the right near side corner to Davis. Now they swing it to the left wing. Over to Pryor. Probing the defense. Gives back out. Church head fakes a 3. Throws it over in the corner to Copeland, or to Perkins rather, and it's knocked away. Pryor got it back. Gives it off to Church. 1.5 minutes to go. Back to Davis here in the corner near side of the floor. Pass deflected for a moment. Church gets it back on the loose ball. Attacks probing the defense. Pulls up from 10 feet and knocks down the tying jumper. Alyssa Church coming up clutch when she had to. That puts her in double figures. It's tied at 46 with 1:19 to go. Timeout Central. Our first of 2 girls semifinals today, hanging in the balance. We think we should have an absolute dandy when South Iron and St. Gen get going here in a couple minutes. Battle of the Unbeatens. This one has been great as well. We'll hold it right here and remind you that coverage of this year's Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream is brought to you in part by our friends over at the Festus R6 School District, the Jones Group Realty Services in Festus, and DeSoto Electrical Products. Consider that Steelville, in order to get to this game tonight against Central, back in the quarterfinals Thursday morning, they only beat Arcadia Valley by 2, 59-57. Nick Lewis, the Cardinals barely held on to win on Tuesday. Here they are today with a shot to take down the number 7 team in the state in Class 4.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the potential with this team. Remember, they don't even have any seniors on this team, so all of these players will be back next year as well. I mean, this is a really talented group.
Sophia Horton has it in the corner, far side of the floor. Gets it out to Avery Norris, nearly stolen. Left wing, Aubrey Eaton. Now back other side of the floor. Horton puts it on the deck, gets to the rim around the defenders. Put it up and in! Sophia Horton able to go up and under the defenders and lay it in. She's got 22, Central back up 2, under a minute to play. Church in the backcourt, needs to get it across. Gets it over to Booker. Bounce pass to Pryor on the baseline. Now she'll pull it back out to the wing. Church will hold. Seth Collins saying we want to take the last shot. Top of the key over to Naomi Perkins. 40 seconds to go. Central leads 48-46. Pryor in the corner. Over there to Perkins. Doesn't have anything. Now throws it on the block. Booker. Head fake. She walked! A travel and a turnover. Right when Steelville couldn't have it. 32.5 seconds to go. Cardinals take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Central leads 48-46 girls semifinals. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
For all your abstract needs, title insurance, and escrow service, call the name you've trusted for over 2 decades, Madison County Title. Visit them in the old library in downtown Fredericktown or give them a call at 783-2491 for the answers to all of your questions. Madison County Title is proud to serve the citizens of Madison and extremely proud to be a long-standing part of the community. That's Madison County Title, the name you trust year after year.
As she does so often, Sophia Horton coming up clutch. The go-ahead bucket moments ago, which gives her now 24 points tonight. 26 from Kaylee Kimball, a game high. They've done pretty much all the scoring. Actually, that would be 24 apiece, now for Horton and Kimball. And no, actually, that is 24 and 22. Horton now with 22 this evening. The only math that matters is that Central's up 2 with 32 and a half seconds to go, and they have the basketball. Horton inbounds over to Kimball. Gets it right back. Full court pressure shown by Steelville. Horton dribbling along the right sideline. Gives it up. Now back to Norris at the timeline. Top of the key, and we got a whistle and a foul. Avery Norris gets bumped. Plenty of time left in this one with that foul. 22.8 seconds to go. Norris, who hit 2 free throws in the second quarter, the first quarter, the only scoring Central has had outside of Kimball and Horton today. But she was 0 of 2 her last trip. As a sub is made for Steelville, they sit Lauren Davis and bring in Haley Woodall. It's only a 1-and-1 as that was the 18th foul. Norris missed it. Rebound picked up inside by Perkins. Here comes Alyssa Church with 18 seconds to go. Gives it off on the right wing. Woodall in the corner. Head fake to 3. Timeout called by Steelville. Seth Collins and his bunch are going to get the last shot here. Down by 2, 48-46. Number 4 and number 1 seeds going at it here in this year's Central Christmas Tournament Girls Semifinals. A reminder that the number 2 and number 3 seeds coming up, both unbeaten on the year. South Iron is ranked number 1 in the state in Class 1. They'll take on St. Genevieve. That game should be an absolute barn burner as well, and it's coming your way about 15 minutes or so after this one is done here. Nick Lewis will get you started with the Fleegs Equipment pregame show very soon here on the MIMO Info Sports Stream. Final possession essentially here for Steelville, I would think. The ball ends up either in a post-up for Alyssa Booker, or for Sydney Booker, rather, or Alyssa Church is going to get some form of a shot here at the end for the Cardinals.
Church hit the big one against Arcadia Valley to put them up, but obviously Booker has an advantage against pretty much anyone.
The inbounder is Booker. She gets it to Church with 13 seconds. Reach in and a foul. However, that was just the 15th foul of the half. Central has a couple to give. Josh Mapes, I think, wisely telling his girls, hey, play aggressive. They get it on Madison Holmes, their third personal. Inbound again for Steelville. Nearly bumped. Church with 8 seconds, down to 9. She is bumped at the elbow area here with 7 seconds left. And now you can't foul because that was team foul number 6. That would put Steelville at the line for a 1-and-1. They call it on Horton, her second personal. So 7 seconds left. Steelville down 2. Inbounding is Booker. Gets it to Church. Middle of the paint with 5 seconds. Runner goes with 2. We're tied. Timeout called by Central with half a second left. When she had to, Alyssa Church comes up clutch. 8 of her 12 points have come in the second half, including that tying bucket. They will put some time on the clock. 1.3 seconds to go, as the Rebels will try to extend the streak of 6 consecutive years that they have won the Lady Rebel Christmas Tournament Championship. They have to get to the title game to do that, and they have to win here against Steelville to get to that championship game on Tuesday night.
You mentioned clutch play from Alyssa Church. Obviously, like I mentioned, she hit the big 3 to put them up late against AV. And, well, just looking at what she did in the fourth quarter against Arcadia Valley overall, 9 of her 16 points came in the fourth quarter a couple days ago against AV. So when Steelville needs a basket, when they need a clutch play, at least these last 2 contests, it's been the junior point guard and big-time leader for the Steelville Cardinals bunch, Alyssa Church.
She now has 12 tonight. Sydney Booker still leads the way for Steelville with 16 points, but only 4 of it all on free throws has come in the second half. Alyssa Church, meanwhile, has had 8 of her 12 here in the second half. How about 7 second-half points for Lauren Davis? She's in double figures tonight with 10 for Steelville. Central gets one more shot, 1.3 to go. Kimball is not going to shoot it. They'll hold and go to overtime. Josh Mapes wants to play another 4 minutes. We do as well. It's been a dandy between the Central Rebels and the Steelville Cardinals, and we'll head to overtime in this girls' semifinal, tied at 48. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MIMO Info Sports Stream.
The Potosi R3 School District is committed to excellence. Now, they're proud of their students and their athletes because these young people work hard and show a ton of dedication. The Potosi R3 students and athletes are committed to excelling to high levels of achievement. Attitude and perseverance play a big part in their success. The Potosi R3 School District sincerely hopes this school year is a wonderful and memorable stepping stone in their life's journey.
Steelville escaped on Thursday in the first round, the quarterfinals of this year's Lady Rebel Christmas Tournament. A big late three from Melissa Church pushes them over Arcadia Valley 59-57, and they've gone toe-to-toe, trailing as much as 10 in the first half, but ultimately rallying to take a lead going into the fourth quarter, and they find themselves tied at 48 with Central here as we get ready to play at least one overtime period in this year's Central Christmas Tournament girls semifinals. Tremendous performance tonight by the Cardinals. 3 players in double figures. Sydney Booker leading the way with 16. Alyssa Church with a game-tying shot with 2 seconds left. She's got 12. Lauren Davis has 10. Meanwhile, for Central, they're being carried almost exclusively by 2 players. 3 total have scored tonight for Central. They've gotten 24 from Kaylee Kimball and 22 from Sophia Horton, which has been enough, but I imagine Josh Mapes would like to see a few more people get into the score column next game. We'll see who comes up clutch here in the overtime period. Teams going the same way. Steelville will attack the bucket to our right. Central wins the tap. Rebels in their home white, bring it up the floor. Avery Norris, right-hand dribble. Probing the defense, gives it out on the wing. Now big, fast cross-court pass to Horton. Puts it on the deck. Head fakes. Jumper off the bounce. Rims in and out. Kimball got the rebound. Couldn't put it up and in. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last off of Central.
Ooh, I don't know about that. That seemed like it clearly went off Steelville.
That looked like it almost certainly went off Lauren Davis, but now the officials are going to discuss. Josh Mapes was flabbergasted at that call, and oh, holy cow, there's a foul call.
There you go.
They get it on Naomi Perkins, her second personal. Team foul number 9. So Holsey has a 1-and-1 coming. First to 2. Nothing but nylon. Excuse me, that's Kaylee Kimball up there, who had missed her only free throw attempt of the game earlier. She hits that one, though, and Central retakes the lead 49-48. Now the officials come over and have another discussion. Feels a little late to change everything that they did there, where at first it seemed the ball was going out of bounds back to Steelville, and then suddenly it became a foul call that puts Central at the free throw line.
Unless they're going to say they got the foul on the wrong person, I don't know what they could be discussing.
The other thing might be that they were wondering whether or not that was in the act of shooting.
Oh, they just switched the free throw shooter. Kimball made the first. They're going to wipe it off the board, and they switch free throw shooters to Jessica Holsey. Or, excuse me, Abby Holmes.
Some wacky officiating, to say the least, here at the end. Abby Holmes, though, comes up clutch, knocks down the free throw.
I don't know if I've seen that before.
I've never seen that. The only thing I've seen close to that is when a coach has to substitute a guy in at the end of the game for an injured player to shoot free throws. As Central makes a sub, Aubrey Eaton takes a seat. Madison Holmes comes in her place. Abby Holmes' first point of the game puts Central on top. Second free throw is nothing but nylon as well. Rebels lead 50-48 here at the start of overtime. It'll be Alyssa Church to bring it up the floor. Gives it off over to Booker. Booker gets it right back from Naomi Perkins. Over to Perkins, still not across the timeline just yet. Booker makes the snag at midcourt. Now the bounce pass here on the right wing over to Booker with 3.5 to go. Give it on a handoff to Perkins. Feed it here right wing. This is Dalen Pryor, the freshman. Back to Perkins in the corner here near side of the floor. Cross court over to Church. Puts it on the deck with the left-hand dribble. Face guarded by Sophia Horton. Pulling it back out again is Church with 3 minutes to play. Steelville down 2. Pryor probing the defense. Kicks out. Church left open. Left side. 3 ball. Off the back iron, no good. Booker got the offensive board. Around the defenders, left hand. Can't put it up and in. She got another offensive rebound. She puts it up and in. Sydney Booker, clutch as ever. She's got 18 to lead Steelville. And they've tied it again at 50. Timeout Central. Less than 3 minutes to go in overtime. What a game. Rebels and Cardinals, even here in the girls' semifinals. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Ford & Young Funeral Home in Perryville and Altenburg knows every individual deserves a dignified service that honors his or her memory. They also know the quality of service provided reflects the commitment to you. As caring funeral directors, Ford & Young Funeral Home purposefully directs the conversation to reveal memories that celebrate the unique life lived and the impact they had on family and friends. They also offer video tributes. Ford & Young Funeral Home with chapels in Perryville and Altenburg.
The Home Pools and Spots postgame show is coming up, abbreviated edition. We'll try to wrap this one up as best as we can. It's been an absolute dandy. Back and forth, great plays by big-time clutch players on both sides. And the result, here we are, a little more than a minute into overtime, and we're still tied 50-all between the Central Rebels and the Steelville Cardinals here in the girls' semifinals of the Central Christmas Tournament. Reminder that the second semifinal is coming up right after the Home Pools and Spas post-game show as St. Genevieve and South Iron, the undefeateds, will battle. Rebels have the basketball with exactly 2:52 to go. Inbounding in front of her own bench, Sophia Horton gets it in all the way in the backcourt to Aubrey Eaton, who will bring it across midcourt with a right-hand dribble. Eaton top of the key. Stolen away for a moment, but then Lauren Davis lost it out of bounds. They tried to throw it right wing to Kaylee Kimball. Davis nearly had the steal. That probing 1-3-1 defense. Josh Mapes in pregame said it's tough to score on, tough to hold on to the basketball to against this Steelville D. They've been great today. Far side wing, Norris picked up her dribble. Got stuck, throws it to Horton in the corner, head fakes a three, puts it on the deck with the left hand. Contested jumper from just inside the arc, pulls up, got fouled. Horton gets hit by Sydney Booker, which is her fourth personal. So she's almost in trouble of being out in this game after playing with 2 fouls early, played foul-free for the most part. Horton is nothing but nylon at the stripe.
I don't know about that one either, and Seth Collins hands on his head for quite a while there. I don't think he was sure of it as well.
Second one for Horton, also perfect. She is now perfect at the free throw line, 5 of 5 tonight, and she's got 24. Kaylee Kimball and Horton with 24 each tonight for Central. They're up 52-50. 2.5 left to go. Trying to break the press. Booker gives it far side of the floor to Perkins. Managed to get it up ahead to Davis. Now gives it back to Booker at the top of the key. Scoreboard hasn't adjusted, but it is a 2-point game. Far side wing. Giving it back. Perkins to Church. Now here in the corner. Dalen Pryor with a head fake. Picked up her dribble. Tries to lob it on the block to Booker. It's stolen away for a moment by Kimball, but then deflected back out to Pryor. Out to Church it goes again with 2 minutes to play. Far side wing to Perkins. Church gets it back. Back to Perkins. Catch and shoot. Left wing three. Got it! Naomi Perkins from downtown. Her second triple gives Steelville the lead. It should be 53-52 with under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, they should probably try and get that adjusted at this point in the game.
Inside, lobbing it to Kimball. She lost it on the baseline. It's still knocked loose, and now a whistle and a foul. Seth Collins irate. That sure looked like it was a clean knock loose. We're in the double bonus now with the foul. They get it on Church, just her second personal. How about Naomi Perkins, the sophomore, stepping up late?
Yeah, she's been huge in 2 games, but they've got to get the scoreboard fixed.
First free throw by Kimball after being fouled is good. And that ties the game, officially. Second of 2 for Kimball. Good. Central has the lead. Kimball has a game-high 28. For reasons that cannot be explained, they're not adjusting the scoreboard. Central is up 1 at the moment, 1.5 to go. 54-53, at least that should be the score. Give it far side. Getting it ahead is Booker. Across the timeline Pryor with some space. Nearly had it stolen. Gives it back top of the key to Booker. Now far side wing with it. Alyssa Church will run the show. Under 90 seconds to play in overtime. Church picked up her dribble. Kicked it back out. Copeland catch and shoot for 3. Perkins knocked it out again! Unbelievable! Naomi Perkins back-to-back threes. Steelville leads. It's 56, should be 54. A minute to go. Norris weaving her way through the defense. Throws it in the block. Open was Abby Holmes. Trying to get it back to Kimball. It's knocked out of bounds. Steelville basketball. What a rally by the Cardinals.
Booker to inbound against full court pressure for Steelville. Gets it back on a bounce from Church. A minute to go, and now under a minute. Booker picked up a dribble at half court. She walked. Travel gives it back to the Rebels. Still no change on the scoreboard. I'm almost certain there should be another point added there to Central. It reads 56-53. It should probably be 56-54, which certainly changes how this possession plays for Central. Down, under a minute to go. Cross-court pass, stolen! Trying to get it to Horton, was eaten. It's taken away by Alyssa Church. Central will have to start fouling, and they do foul Church right at half court with exactly 40 seconds to go. They call it on, well, they say 24, but there's no 24 out there for Central. Now they update it. It's on Horton. 1-1, missed off the front of the iron by Church. Rebound picked up by Kimball. Central the other way. Horton nearly loses it far side of the floor. Eaton gets on top of the loose ball. And a whistle and a timeout called by Central. That should be their last timeout. 32.4 seconds to go here in overtime. The scoreboard reads 56-53. Steelville on top, but there almost surely should be. They wiped the free throw out, lane violation. Never mind. One of the free throws earlier by, I think, Horton was taken away because of a free throw violation.
Well, there you go. That solves the mystery a little bit.
Certainly helps with things being as close as they are, as tense as they are here at the end in overtime. How about Naomi Perkins? No, I keep getting her name wrong. I don't mean to, but goodness gracious. You're going to remember her name after today. 11 points. 9, all of them have come after halftime. 3 3-pointers on a day when Steelville couldn't hit the outside shot. She's just hit back-to-back threes to give them the lead.
Yeah, and actually did a lot of her work from the outside against Arcadia Valley in the first half. 2 threes in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter on her way to 19 points. So it's been a little bit of a reversal as far as a win she's scored, but she's still certainly filling it up.
Meanwhile, Central, the lack of scoring may come back to bite them. 26 tonight from Kimball and 23 from Horton, but only 2 other players have scored for the Rebels. Can they come up with something here down 3? 32 seconds to go. After the timeout, inbounding in front of her own bench, Sophia Horton gets it into Avery Norris, extended on the right side of the floor. She'll bring it up with a right-hand dribble. Looking for something in the corner. Horton, catch and shoot for the tie. Partially blocked. It looks like Dalen Pryor got a hand on it. Loose ball finds its way to Church. She'll get it up ahead to Naomi Perkins, and she'll be fouled by Horton with 15.7 to play. Horton had a look, but her shot, I think, got partially blocked, and Seth Collins gives Dalen Pryor a pat on the back, says, way to go. Clutch stuff there by Pryor on the defensive end of the floor, and now Perkins, who has hit the massive back-to-back threes, has a chance to hit some massive free throws here. Still a 1-1. Foul called on Horton. First to 2, nothing but nylon. Makes it a 2-score game. The sophomore growing up before our eyes makes it 57-53. Now the Cardinals move everybody off the line. Second to 2. Off the back iron, no good. So it's still 57-53, 14 seconds left. Quickly to Horton. Loses her dribble. Down to 11 seconds. Weaving through the defense. Throws it high off the glass. No good. Rebound tapped around. Lauren Davis has it. Throws it out here to Alyssa Church with 6 seconds down to 4. She won't get fouled. And that will do it. They call a tie ball, but now they wave it off, and it's over. Steelville has ended the Central Rebels' 6-year winning streak in their own Christmas tournament, and the Cardinals knock off the top seed, hand the 10-0 Central Rebels their first loss of the year, and Steelville is going to play for the Central Christmas Tournament Championship on Tuesday night. What a win. Steelville comes back from down as much as 10 in the first half to take a lead into the fourth quarter. A late big shot by Alyssa Church ties the game up at 48 with 2 seconds to go. And in overtime, Naomi Perkins hits back-to-back massive threes to give Steelville the lead for good, and they win it 57-53. The final tonight here in Park Hills as Steelville defeats Central. We'll have an abbreviated Home Pulls and Spots postgame show coming up after the timeout. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament
on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Losing a loved one is difficult. Planning their service should not be. Moore Funeral Home in Potosi and Irondale would like to help you and your family during your time of need. Whether it be a funeral, cremation, or pre-planning, John and Tina will be there to support you in your time of need to make a difficult time easy. Moore Funeral Home's commitment to you will make the process easy and comfortable for you and your family during your time there. Moore Funeral Home in Potosi and Irondale, helping serve you when you need it the most.
Now far side wing with it. Alyssa Church will run the show. Under 90 seconds to play in overtime. Church picked up her dribble, kicked it back out. Copeland, catch and shoot for three. Perkins knocked it out again! Unbelievable! Naomi Perkins back-to-back threes. Steelville leads. It's 56, should be 54. We ended up making a pair of mistakes there, but the big thing you should know, Naomi Perkins hitting that three made it a 3-point lead for Steelville. That proved to be tonight's winning shot. It's tonight's play of the game, brought to you by the Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. While she wasn't the leading scorer, she was certainly the most clutch. Naomi Perkins, 12 points, all coming in the second half. He hits back-to-back threes in overtime, which gives Steelville the win. 57-53, the 4-seeded Cardinals upset top-seeded Central, and the Rebels will see a 6-year winning streak in the Central Christmas Tournament come to an end. They'll have to play for third on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Steelville, after handing Central its first loss of the year, beating the number 7 ranked team in the state in Class 4, they're now 6-1, and they're going to play for a championship on Tuesday night against either St. Genevieve or South Iron. Final scoring totals from tonight. Sydney Booker led Steelville with 18 points, 12 of that coming in the first half. Perkins and Alyssa Church finished with 12 each. Lauren Davis had 10, 2 each for Reagan Martin and Dalen Pryor, and 1 for Haley Woodall, rounding up the scoring for Steelville. Meanwhile, Central hit by a lack of diversity in scoring, although they got 2 big individual performances. A game-high 26 from Kaylee Kimball and 23 from Sophia Horton. But after that, they only got 2 points each from Abby Holmes and Avery Norris as they fall to 10-1. So Central drops to the third-place game. Steelville now 6-1 on the year, playing for a title on Tuesday night. What a first girls semifinal we had here at the Central Christmas Tournament, and the second one might end up being even better. 2 unbeatens will battle as the St. Genevieve Dragon take on the South Iron Panthers. Nick Lewis has the call on the Fleets Equipment pregame show on the other side of this timeout. Big congratulations to today's player of the game, Naomi Perkins, with those 12 second-half points. She is player of the game, brought to you by Applebee's in Farmington. Doing good in the neighborhood. St. Genevieve and South Iron. Fleets Equipment pregame show gets you ready for our second semifinal coming up in moments. Thanks for tuning into this one. Again, the final. Steelville wins it 57-53, upsetting Central in overtime. You're listening to the Central Christmas Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The administration at the Perry County School District 32 would like to show their support to all their students and athletes. The Perryville School District commends their students, athletes, and coaches for being dedicated and committed to doing their best. The district wants you to practice hard, play hard, and study harder. And remember, teamwork, determination, and hard work will take you far. Best of luck in the future from everyone at the Perry County School District 32. It's that time of year again for the annual Central Christmas Basketball Tournament. The entire faculty and staff at the Festus R6 School District would like to wish their team good luck. The season is heating up, and they believe the Festus Tigers have what it takes to win. They look forward to watching each of these athletes perform at the Central Christmas Tournament every year. The Festus School District would like to encourage everyone in the community to come out and support these young athletes. Go, Festus Tigers!
Time for a quick Fleets Equipment pregame show on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Getting ready for South Iron and St. Genevieve, our second girls semifinal of the day. Those two teams, by the way, both undefeated. St. Genevieve, the 3 seed in this tournament, 7-0. South Iron, the 2 seed, they are 6-0. Fleets Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. Fleets Equipment for all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs. Let their family serve your family. Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit. Online 24/7. at Fleegs.com. Broadcasting, as always, from the Mineral Area College broadcast booth. Mineral Area College is your next step, leading you up to tip-off. Brought to you by New Era Bank. It's easy to save your coins and change with New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank or online at newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC. South Iron is led by Lawrence Graves. St. Genevieve is led by Jordana Walk-Robinson. We'll hear from Coach Walk-Robinson next on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show.
Stop in Dairy Queen in Farmington and Potosi for the best cheeseburgers in town. And don't forget about their chicken strip basket. 4 or 6 pieces of golden fried chicken strips, hot fries, Texas toast, and creamy white gravy. And remember, you'll love their new snack menu with new potato skins and soft pretzels. And don't forget your fantastic lunch, which includes an entree, drink, and sundae for just $5. That's Dairy Queen. 2 great locations in Potosi and Farmington where they treat you right.
Fleegs Equipment pregame show rolls on now. We're joined by Jordana Walk-Robinson. She's the head coach of the St. Genevieve Dragons. Coach, as we welcome you on, I'll just start with this. You guys are 7-0, South Iron 6-0, Central Christmas Tournament 3 versus 2, girls semifinals. I mean, how excited are you and your team for this matchup?
Oh, yeah, we're all definitely pretty pumped and pretty excited. We were in the same game last year, so it's kind of nice to come back and get maybe a little bit of a rematch against the same team. And yeah, girls are super excited. This is a great venue to play in. There's a lot of energy, and so, yeah, everybody's pretty pumped up.
Yeah, of course, a lot of the same players for you back from last year. Do you kind of draw on your experience in this same game from a year ago?
Yeah, absolutely. These girls have been here before, same situation, so they've had a year of experience hopefully under their belt that will help us in the long run for this game.
You guys, these last couple of games, Macy Reynolds has been really good for you at the guard position. Do you feel like she's going to be tested even more tonight against some of the South Iron on-ball defense?
Oh, yeah, she's always other team's target or one of the targets for our team. She's tough. She's tough as nails. She takes a lot of hits, and Lord help her, I don't want her to. She goes in there and you don't want her to, but, it is what it is. She's playing really good right now, and so, yeah, it's always probably going to be, where the other team is looking to guard her a little bit more, and it is what it is. Just got to make adjustments.
And we know about Sydney, of course, a dream teamer last year, but Marissa hit some big shots for you guys in your quarterfinal game. What's kind of been her progression like through this season so far?
Yeah, well, over the summer, Sydney had a knee injury, and so we didn't have her, and so the other girls had to step up and kind of take on some spots and some roles and job and duties that they weren't normally used to doing, and I think that really helped those girls do that this summer, because now they're more comfortable with it. They are more confident with themselves.
One more for you. Everyone knows Michaela Ayers, of course, the senior leader for them. But Madison Ayers has come on, and, she's a defensive pest. She averages around 6 steals per game, and mentioned Macy just a moment ago. I'm sure she'll be tested against that type of player, but just overall, what are some things that South Iron does really well that you're kind of looking at as far as hoping to limit them in those things?
Yeah, they play solid defense. They pressure the ball. And they're also really, it's not a real fast-paced game, and they control the tempo, so that's something that works for them. They're really good shooters, too, not just the Ayers, but I know any of them can shoot from anywhere on the court and have a decent field goal percentage, it seems like. So defensively, they're pretty solid, and if they're open, they're going to knock down shots.
Sounds good. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Jordana Walk-Robinson joining us, head coach of the St. Genevieve Dragons on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show.
The Bug Guy Pest Control in Perryville would like to take this time to wish the best of luck to the Perryville School in the Central Christmas Tournament. This is an exciting time, and the Bug Guy Pest Control hopes you enjoy every minute of it. Enjoy the rest of your school year. The Bug Guy Pest Control not only serving Perryville, but Farmington, Fredericktown, St. Genevieve, and all of Southeast Missouri. They look forward to serving you for all your pest control needs. It's the Bug Guy in Perryville.
It's the Fleegs Equipment pregame show right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, joined by Lawrence Graves. Now he's the head coach of the South Iron Panthers. Coach, obviously an exciting matchup simply on paper, and I'm sure it'll be so on the court as well, but obviously a couple of undefeated teams. You guys are number 1 in the state. When you've talked to your players about this matchup, and just for you as well, I mean, how much excitement is there as you guys approach this game?
Oh, I just tell our girls, girls, we're right where we want to be. This is what we do it for, and to be in these big moments and to grow and to challenge ourselves. And so we're pretty excited, really fortunate to be where we're at today playing St. Jen.
Now, the weather is not too bad right now, temperature-wise, but because of, some of the snowy conditions, you guys had a bit of a long layoff before your first round or quarterfinal game against Fredericktown. How did you feel like the energy was for you guys there and execution as well?
Well, I thought our energy was great. I know for myself and the girls included, we were all just excited to get back and actually play against somebody other than ourselves. And so I thought our energy was really good, focus was really good. But, when we had a little bit over 2 weeks off, I think, and, we were a little bit rusty. You could tell that we hadn't, been out there and sharpened up against some other teams. And so we expected that. We told the girls, don't sweat that kind of stuff. And plus we, having that big layoff gave us some time to work on some new things, and we were trying to implement some of those. And of course, we don't have enough to really go 5-on-5, and so we were just we're out there trying to get some stuff figured out against Fredericktown, and so I thought we saw some good things out of that. We saw some things that we definitely need to go back and work on, but all in all, at the end of the day, it's move on and try to move forward in the tournament, and that's what we were able to do.
No doubt. St. Jen, this is a team you saw in the same game last year. Some of the same players back for you, some obviously freshmen that were not in that game last year, but do you draw any from that contest a year ago?
Yeah, absolutely, because even though we've got quite a few new personnel playing for us, they've got a lot of the same, and so they've got a really talented bunch, and they're big and athletic and well coached, and so having been able to play them last year from a coaching perspective was kind of nice, kind of give us an idea of what we might have to look forward to today.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Yep, anytime. Thanks.
Head Coach Lawrence Graves of South Iron joining us on the Fleets Equipment pregame show.
Perry County Towing is the premier towing and roadside assistance company in Perryville. With 24/7 towing, Perry County Towing promises fast response times and on-time deliveries. Whether you're needing a quick tow, tire change, or a winch out, rest easy knowing your vehicle is in good hands at Perry County Towing. Like them on Facebook or call today at 573-846-4140. The Mineral Area Bluegrass Association would like to take this time to wish all the athletes participating in the annual Central Christmas Tournament the best of luck. Your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed. Good luck and best wishes throughout the rest of the school year. With 2020 approaching, the Mineral Area Bluegrass Association is excited for some great music, and in October, the Mineral Area Bluegrass Festival will be in full swing. They look forward to seeing you in 2020.
The Des Arc Corner Store would like to say good luck to the South Iron Panthers during the Central Christmas Basketball Tournament. The Des Arc Corner Store has everything you need from fuel, Hunt's Brothers Pizza, snacks, and more. If you're headed to the river or on a ride through the countryside, the Des Arc Corner Store is the place to stop. Jenny and the crew work hard to make things better for you, their customers, and they look forward to serving you in the future. The Des Arc Corner Store. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook.
Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth, here to tell you about my friend Jennifer Jones with the Jones Group Realty team of Realty Executives 5-Star Homes. They work hard for you and your family to help get your home sold. With over 20 years of customer service and sales experience, they are the team for the job. Give them a call today at 314-952-3994. That's Jennifer Jones with the Jones Group Realty team. Have a great day.
All right, starting lineups being introduced on the floor officially right now, so let's get those to you as St. Genevieve and South Iron just about ready to square off here. The 3-seed St. Genevieve and the 2 South Iron. Both of these teams undefeated. St. Gen 7-0, South Iron 6-0. South Iron is, of course, the #1 team in Class 1. St. Genevieve not yet receiving votes in their Class 4, but it certainly could be on the horizon if they especially win this contest here. Anyways, for St. Genevieve, familiar 5, Macy Reynolds, the junior point guard, is out there with Ella Reed, Megan Abishon, Marissa Fleeg, and Sydney Bumgarner. For the South Iron Panthers, once again, a familiar 5, Madison Ayers, the freshman, is joined with her sister, Michaela Ayers, the senior. Haley Pauley is a junior. Megan Lashley out there, a sophomore, and she's with Callie Miller, who is a senior. Those are your starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. St. Genevieve in the green jerseys, green shorts, green lettering, white trim on those lettering, or on those letters, I should say. Meanwhile, for South Iron, you've got the home white jerseys and the home white shorts. They are the higher seed. Uniform check brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. SerenityHospiceCare.org. Just about ready to jump it up. Megan Abishon for St. Genevieve will win the tip. She tips it to Sydney Bumgarner, and we're underway. As right inside they go to Abishon, streaking down the floor, and Megan Abishon puts it in. 2-0 St. Genevieve. The girls in green on top with the first basket of the contest. 15 seconds into the first quarter, South Iron gets it into the front court for the first time with Haley Pauley. Pauley dribbling and gets it to the point guard, Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers, freshman, and sends it the way of Michaela, the senior Ayers. Trying to work it into the short corner. It's tipped away. Madison Ayers taking over point guard duties for Michaela, who's run the show for much of her career, but now she plays a little bit more off ball and focuses more on scoring while Madison sets everybody up. Madison, watched by Maisie Reynolds, gets into the lane, back out to Michaela Ayers. Ayers drives inside, pass to the short corner, mid-range shot, Haley Pauley, no, a little long. Rebound tipped around, goes to Michaela Ayers, and Michaela Ayers puts it in. A couple of baskets on both teams' first possession, and Macy Reynolds back into the front court for St. Genevieve. Sydney Bumgarner has it, watched by Ayers on the outside, gets to the free throw line. That's Michaela Ayers guarding Bumgarner. Now to Abishon. Into the left corner, now back up top, Bumgarner. Bumgarner, a skilled post player, can dribble, pass, shoot, and here's a good pass to Reynolds. Back outside it goes Fleeg. Fleeg shot no good. Rebound goes to Michaela Ayers. One-on-one in transition, and Michaela Ayers lays it in. 4 early points for Michaela Ayers. South Iron 4, St. Genevieve 2. 6:35 still remaining in the first. Right wing it goes for Abishon. Now back up top, Macy Reynolds, watched by Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers coming into this tournament averaging over 6 steals per game. She has been an on-ball pest. Here's Abishon to Fleeg, right wing. Now it goes inside Bumgarner. Bumgarner spins in the lane, can't get the shot to go, and the rebound goes to Callie Miller of South Iron. Madison Ayers up ahead, finds a teammate. That's Lashley. Lashley loses it out of bounds, and St. Genevieve has the basketball. Score still 4-2, and St. Genevieve to go length of the court. No pressure applied by Madison Ayers just yet in the backcourt, as they'll let Reynolds take it across the Central Rebel logo, and now Reynolds sends it to Fleeg, left wing. Up top, Bumgarner, open for 3. No off the back iron. Rebound crashing in Michaela Ayers. And Michaela Ayers fouled on the rebound. And so South Iron to inbound here. Foul is on Ella Reed of St. Genevieve. And Madison Ayers sends it left to her backcourt mate for the moment, Callie Miller. Miller floats it into the front court. Michaela Ayers now back up top. Madison Ayers, left corner open. Pauley. Pauley won't take the shot. Goes to Madison up top, watched by Reynolds. 5.5 minutes to play in the first. Madison Ayers drives inside. What a pass from right block to left block, and laying it in, Megan Lashley. 6-2 South Iron. 5:20 left in the first. Macy Reynolds inside. Layup through traffic, no, but a foul. And Macy Reynolds to the line. Reynolds has been shooting the 3-ball better in the last 2 games, and that always is going to open things up for St. Genevieve. They're an inside-oriented team overall as Reynolds misses the free throw. Got some good post players, some athleticism, some length. Abishon, Bumgarner, Fleeg, those types of players. Ella Reed. Second free throw is good for Reynolds. She goes 1 for 2. South Iron up by a field goal, 6-3. Madison Ayers to the left, a little backcourt pressure from St. Gen to Miller, now back to Ayers. Up top it goes Lashley, and now Callie Miller with the basketball. Madison Ayers right wing, back to Miller, back to Ayers. And a little 2-man game there. 5 minutes to go in the first now as Madison Ayers dribbles right near that half-court line, gets it tipped away by Reynolds, finds a teammate, it's Pauley. Pauley nearly loses the basketball, watched by Abishan. South Iron is still just kind of hanging out near the half-court line. Finally, they get it inside to Michaela Ayers, and Michaela Ayers walks with it. And so St. Genevieve with the basketball. Long possession there for the Panthers. Doesn't net any points. Here's some substitutions for the Panthers, by the way. Drew Gale and Alicia Cornell check in. Out goes Lashley and Haley Pauley as well. Reynolds, up the floor she comes. Junior point guard, a returning starter from last year. St. Gen returns 4 of their 5 starters from a year ago. Meanwhile, South Iron just 1 in Michaela Ayers. Here's a long 3 by Macy Reynolds. No wide left. Offensive rebound, though. Megan Abishan, and she puts it in. Megan Abishan with 4 points. She has increased her points per game total by about 10 this year. Now into double figures when she was averaging just a few a game. And it's 6-5. Here's Cornell with a 3. She is fouled by Reynolds, and she'll get 3 free throws. Body checked there by Reynolds. As number 3 fouls the other number 3 on a 3, and now 3 free throws for Cornell. The first one, though, off the mark. 2 more coming for the freshman Cornell. Just one of many freshmen that contribute for the South Iron team. You've got Cornell, of course, Madison Ayers, second free throw no good as well. You'll also hear from Drew Gale. Drew Gale, a freshman who, by the way, just checked in. Cornell misses all 3 free throws. Tough luck for South Iron, and St. Gen gets a break. Dragons down just 1, 6-5. In transition, layup from Fleeg, no, and it's rebounded by Cornell. That was a wide open miss. Michaela Ayers back the other way for South Iron. Ayers stops, goes to the short corner on the right side for Gale. Now right wing Cornell. Cornell into the lane, outside, left wing. Madison Ayers open for 3, no good off the iron. Rebound tipped around, taken by Macy Reynolds. St. Genevieve's got a 2-on-2 in transition. Reynolds layup, no. And a foul called as Macy Reynolds will head to the free throw line once again. Foul on Madison Ayers. 2 team fouls on each squad. And Macy Reynolds, 1 for 2 on her initial trip to the free throw line. And she makes this one. So now 2 points for Macy Reynolds, and we're all tied up at 6 points apiece. Reynolds, 1 more. Got it. She's 3 of 4 early on at the charity stripe, and St. Genevieve with the lead, now 7-6. 3:33 left in the first quarter. Here's Madison Ayers through traffic. She weaves, has Cornell wide open right block, and Cornell lays it in this time. Alicia Cornell has 2 points, and South Iron is up 8-7. Right wing, it's Marissa Fleeg. 3:20 now on the first quarter clock. Fleeg picks up her dribble, goes corner. They try and dump it down to Bumgarner. Bumgarner catches, adjusts, lays it in, and 1. Sydney Bumgarner, dream teamer from last year. And she gets it plus the foul. Bumgarner has seen her scoring drop a little bit, but the emergence of Megan Abishan has kind of taken some of the load off of Bumgarner, and she's been able to focus on other things she does well, like facilitating a little bit more. She is a great passer. She gets the and 1 there. 3 points for Bumgarner. St. Gen up 10-8. 3:05 left in the first quarter. Madison Ayers taking her time, setting up the offense. Goes to Cornell, right wing. Now back to the left side for Madison Ayers. Floated short corner for Gale. Gale dribbles once, gives to Cornell right wing. Now back to Madison Ayers, open for a moment. Dumped down into Michaela Ayers. Sees a double team, passes out of it. Cornell, there's Gale, short corner right side. Back to the top. Michaela Ayers fires a 3. No, off the back of the rim. And the rebound goes to Abby Moore. St. Genevieve with it. Up 2. Abby Moore has it back in her hands. Quick bullet pass inside. Tipped out of bounds. And that was actually Fleeg passing to Moore. As Macy Reynolds, a quick break. She's right back to the action. Out goes Morgan Schwent after a quick appearance. 10-8, St. Gen, 2:34 left. And the Dragons will inbound from the baseline with Bumgarner. Reynolds catches it up top, drives to the elbow, tries to find a backdoor cutter. It's tipped around and taken by Michaela Ayers. Michaela Ayers to the right wing. Loses her dribble for a moment, gets it back, and is left open. She'll try the 3 from that spot, misses it, and Drew Gale couldn't recover the basketball as it caromed out of bounds. So, 2:17 left in the first. St. John with the ball up 10-8. Kayla Ayers has worked very hard on that jump shot, and she's a much better shooter this year than in years past, but does miss her first two here tonight. Reynolds open for a moment. Instead, we'll look to pass to Bumgarner. It's tipped away by Michaela Ayers, and now taken by Madison Ayers. Madison all the way in, lays it in, and ties the game. Madison Ayers, and we're tied. Like I said, 10-10. Macy Reynolds back the other way, pushed, fouled, and she's going to the free throw line again. And it's on Madison Ayers again. 2 fouls on Madison Ayers, which is a big story because of how aggressive she defends. Might have to scale it back just a little bit with the 2 fouls, and looks like Cornell might be checking in for her in just a moment. Reynolds misses the first free throw. And indeed, Cornell in for Madison Ayers. So Michaela Ayers, we presume, will handle the ball for the time being. And she will. Reynolds, by the way, knocked down that free throw. And with it now 11-10, St. Genevieve a 1-point lead. South Iron has the basketball. Michaela Ayers directing things now, the senior up top. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Athlete of the Week a couple weeks ago for her performances against Arcadia Valley and Ellington. Here's a short corner mid-range shot on the left side. Good for Haley Pauley. South Iron 12, St. Genevieve 11. Back and forth we go. Macy Reynolds probing. Watched by Cornell. Around the screen comes Abby Moore. Abby Moore tries to pass inside. It's tipped out of bounds, trying to connect with Megan Abishon. St. Gen will keep. $1:15 left in the first. And Sydney Bumgarner. Quick break for her. She's coming back in. And out goes Marissa Fleeg. Bumgarner comes into inbound from the baseline. She'll do just that. Gets it into Reed. Over to the top for Reynolds now. Reynolds gets by Cornell. Floater in the lane. Got it and one. Macy Reynolds puts it in, and she's going to the line once more. Already is 4 for 6 at the charity stripe. And a chance to make it 5 for 7 here. She does. Nothing but net. And Macy Reynolds already with 7 points. And St. Genevieve leads by 2, 14-12. Michaela Ayers with it now, a minute exactly left in the first quarter. Panthers down by 2. The number 1 team in Class 1, St. Genevieve in Class 4 and undefeated, as is South Iron in their class. And a turnover here out of bounds it goes. St. Gen to inbound. Abby Moore gets to Macy Reynolds. 50 seconds left in the quarter, and St. Genevieve can extend this to a 2-possession lead. It would be their first time leading by more than 1 possession. With it is Abishon, sends it left wing. Macy Reynolds tries a 3. No. Rebound Cornell. Cornell's going to look to push for the moment, but she does not have numbers. She'll slow it up, get it to Michaela Ayers. 28 seconds left in the first. Now 27 to Gale. Short corner mid-range shot for the tie. That's her shot. Drew Gale puts it in. And we're all knotted up, 14 apiece. See if St. Gen holds for the last shot here. 15 seconds to play. Now 14-13. Bumgarner's got it up top. Around the screen comes Reynolds. Bumgarner makes her move with 8, with 7. Picks up her dribble, loses the basketball. Steal by Gale, but St. Gen takes it right back. Layup in the lane, no good, but a foul. Abby Moore is going to head to the free throw line now. St. Genevieve living at the free throw line. As 8 points from field goals, 6 points from free throws. And a chance for another here. More back iron, no. With 4 seconds left in the first quarter, Abby Moore with this free throw shot can give St. Gen the lead. But she will not. Misses both back iron. South Iron's got it with 2, with 1. They get up a half-court heave. No good from Haley Pauley. And at the end of 1, we are tied. 14-all, South Iron and St. Genevieve. South Iron the 2, St. Gen the 3. Back with the second quarter next on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
It's getting cold. Who should you call for your heating needs? DeSoto Electrical Products. DeSoto Electrical Products is a Lennox premier dealer and offers the finest heating, cooling, and indoor air quality products. They serve Jefferson, South St. Louis, Washington, St. Francis, St. Genevieve, and Franklin counties. To schedule an appointment, call DeSoto Electrical Products at 636-337-3381 or visit them online at DeSotoElectricalProducts.com. Don't wait. Contact DeSoto Electrical Products today.
Hello, Cardinal fans. This is Scott Perkins with First Community National Bank. Show your school pride and join the new Cardinals Club, only at FCNB. Open a checking account and score an official Steelville Cardinals debit card that earns cash for your school, and while supplies last, receive an exclusive game day gift. To kick off your membership, visit us at fcnb.com or stop by our Steelville Financial Center. First Community National Bank, where the Cardinal fans bank. Member FDIC.
Back to the action, all tied up at 14. South Iron and St. Genevieve semifinals on the girls' side of the Central Christmas Tournaments. Breaking the action brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's in Park Hills. Cornell with it for South Iron as we begin things here in the second. Over to Michaela Ayers. By the way, Madison Ayers back into the game with those 2 fouls for South Iron. She'll have to be careful. Cornell drives the lane. Over to the corner for Lashley. Lashley fakes the 3, goes back to the top for Michaela Ayers. Ayers checked by Reynolds, but Ayers gets right by her, puts the layup off the glass and in. Michaela Ayers, a team leading 6 points, and South Iron back in front, 16-14. Right wing Fleeg for St. Genevieve trying to set things up. Up top they go for Ella Reed. Left wing Reynolds. Reynolds passes into a double team. It's stolen by Michaela Ayers. Ayers taking her time, now goes into the lane. Layup, no. A foul on the floor anyways. So shot wouldn't have counted. And it'll be an inbound after the Macy Reynolds foul, which, by the way, is her second. So both point guards, Macy Reynolds and Madison Ayers, with 2 fouls each. Cornell with it, sends it right. Madison Ayers open for 3, instead will take it inside. And a blocking foul called before the shot once again. That one on Reed. Ella Reed now has 2 fouls. St. Genevieve with 4 team fouls and 2 apiece for Reynolds and Reed. And a 5-second violation. South Iron unable to get it in time. Callie Miller from the baseline was just about to send it Madison Ayers' way. But not before the 5 seconds expired, and now Macy Reynolds will take it across for St. Gen with her team down 2. A 2-point advantage for the Panthers. Left wing Fleeg. Fleeg currently watched by Lashley. Over to Bumgarner. Bumgarner drives to the free throw line area. Back to Reynolds. Left wing drives inside to the right side of the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Offensive rebound Reed. And Reed's put back no, but a foul. And once again, St. Genevieve will head to the free throw line. Now 17 fouls for South Iron. That's the first on Miller. But it seems as though all of the fouls are leading to free throw attempts. Now, that free throw from Reed, the first, no good. And we'll see if Reed can cash in on the second. She can. 1 for 2. St. Gen down 1, 16-15. Madison Ayers back handling the ball. Number 1 on her jersey, watched by number 3 on the other side, Macy Reynolds. Ayers from the right wing gets inside. Pass to the short corner left side this time. Gale. Gale can't get it. Rebound to Fleeg. And Fleeg goes to Reynolds. Reynolds across the timeline she goes. Goes right. And with it now for St. Genevieve is Abishan. Over to Reynolds it goes. Reynolds gets the layup to go but traveled. So turnover on St. Genevieve there. South Iron back with the basketball, up 16-15, 6:10 left in the second quarter. That's the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard providing the score for us, committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve. Short corner left side, Michaela Ayers got it to go. Michaela Ayers with 8 points. 8 of the 18 for her team, and the Panthers lead by 3, 18-15. Reynolds goes left. Pass was to Reed, but before all that, Coach Walk Robinson for St. Genevieve wants to talk it over. We'll let him do it for 30 seconds. Come right back on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Attention customers, Ron's Tire in Farmington is open on Saturdays. And as always, they back what they say and warranty what they sell. That means a lot when you're purchasing tires. RB is the tire king, and he can do it all, from small lawnmower tires to large truck and farm tractors. Ron's Tire usually has what you need in stock, and if not, he'll get it in a couple of days. So the next time you need new tires or if you need a flat fixed, get back on the road with the Tire King, Ron's Tire, Karsh Boulevard in Farmington.
18-15, South Iron on top by 3 points here in the second quarter. 5:47 left in the frame. Let's thank a few sponsors for making the broadcast possible. How about First Community National Bank in Steelville, Ron's Tire in Farmington, Pony Bird in Mappaville, as well as Talent Force in Farmington. Thanks as well to Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton, Main Street Auto Body in Leadington, Ed Fisher Construction in St. Genevieve, Steelville Senior Living in Steelville, the Black River Wine House in Annapolis, Tree Trimming Service and more in Valley Mines. Macy Reynolds with it, sends it left for Ella Reed, and now back up top Reynolds. St. Gen down 3, but with the basketball. It's into the hands of Fleeg. Fleeg get a couple of big three-pointers for St. Gen against their opponents Potosi in the quarterfinals. And that got her the Applebee's of Farmington player of the game. St. Genevieve working slowly here. A cross-court pass to the left for Reed. Quick bullet pass inside to Fleeg. Tipped, but a foul reaching in called on South Iron. So more free throws for the Dragons. Haley Pauley called for her second. And a 1-and-1 for Marissa Fleeg. And she can't get it to go. Rebound goes to South Iron. So the Dragons a little bit cold from the line all of a sudden. As Michaela Ayers gets inside, kicks it to her sister, left wing. Madison Ayers can't get it to go. Rebound to Reed. Reed is fouled again. And South Iron just can't help themselves right now, as another 1-and-1 coming for St. Genevieve. Lawrence Graves, head coach of South Iron, wanted a walk before all that. Either way, that's the third foul on Haley Pauley, junior guard. And Pauley to the bench. For St. Gen, you just got to knock these down. Ella Reed went 1 of 2 a moment ago. She gets this one. So Ella Reed now with 2 points, 2 of 3 at the line. She's got one more coming. Next foul will be double bonus, by the way, for St. Gen. And Reed has that one go in and out, tipped out of bounds by Bumgarner, and South Iron basketball. Just the 4 team fouls on the Dragons, so they're not in danger just yet of surrendering free throws to the Panthers. Cornell right wing to the left for Madison Ayers at the volleyball attacking line. Now she probes to the left elbow, back out to Michaela Ayers. Ayers drives, puts her head down, and can't get the layup to go. Over the rim it went as it deflected off the glass. St. Genevieve with it. Macy Reynolds puts up a wild shot, can't get it to go, but another foul on South Iron. That's 10 team fouls already, and still 4:34 left in the second quarter. That one will go on Cornell as Reynolds knocks down the first free throw. Macy Reynolds has been the most frequent free throw shooter as she knocks those 2 through, and now the game's tied at 18. Michaela Ayers handling the ball. Madison Ayers off ball at the moment. She gets a screen, does Michaela, works inside left corner. Gale will try a 3 this time, can't get it. Long rebound, Marissa Fleeg of St. Gen. The Dragons with it and a chance to take the lead as we're knotted up at 18. Winner of this one moves on to play the 4-seed Steelville on Tuesday, who upset the 1-seed Central. Bumgarner to the left for Reynolds. Cutting inside, making herself available, Fleeg, but pass goes to Bumgarner up top. With it now, Reed. Dragons very methodical at the moment, as Fleeg will try a mid-range shot. Can't get it. Rebound, Cornell of South Iron. A 2-on-2 potentially here. Cornell will pick up her dribble. She's left open from the mid-range. Can't get it to fall. The freshman misses the shot, but Gale, the other freshman, gets the rebound. Out to Michaela Ayers. 3 in and out. Tipped out of bounds. It is St. Genevieve basketball. And the game remains tied 18-all. 3:36 left in the second. It's been a slow-moving game. A lot of fouls, of course, and neither team working particularly fast on offense, especially not the Dragons. Bumgarner to the right for Fleeg. Watched by Gale on the exterior of the three-point line. Backs up near the volleyball attacking line. Now Bumgarner moves closer to the three-point line. Behind the back dribble, posting up on Michaela Ayers. Picks up her dribble, tries the shot, can't get it from the elbow. Offensive rebound, Moore. Moore can't get the stick back. Rebound fought for. Bumgarner's got it. Another missed shot. And now a long rebound goes to St. Genevieve again. Bumgarner, open, left wing three, wide right, can't get it. Another offensive rebound, Moore can't get it to fall. And finally, South Iron comes out with it. Drew Gale gets the rebound. About 4 or 5 offensive boards there for St. Genevieve, but they cannot get the ball through the hole. And now, 5 team fouls on the Dragons. Madison Ayers with it. She'll go length of the court as she dribbles across the Central Rebel logo. 2:50 left in the second. 18 all. Cornell with it left wing. Watched by Abishan. Left corner it goes for Ayers. She is guarded by Fleeg. Michaela Ayers to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers with it. Right wing. Tries to drive by her defender. Now a crossover into the lane. Layup off glass. No. Rebound St. Gen. It's Fleeg. And now over to Bumgarner. No Macy Reynolds at the moment, so Bumgarner, as versatile as she is, can handle the points, but she can't get the layup to go, and Michaela Ayers comes out with the rebound. Ayers back the other way. Michaela Ayers to the short corner, right side. That's Drew Gale's shot. Can't get it. Back iron, offensive rebound, Gale. Madison Ayers tries a three. Can't get it. Misses the rim entirely. Another offensive rebound, Cornell. Michaela Ayers with it. Cornell, open, right corner, three ball, no. And Madison Ayers tried to get the offensive rebound. A jump ball called, and St. Genevieve gets the basketball. Neither team is doing particularly well as far as hitting outside shots. In fact, neither team has hit a three all day. So 2 minutes left in the second quarter, 18 all. And perhaps whichever team starts to make some jump shots will begin to pull ahead a little bit here. Fleeg with it left wing into the corner, back out Fleeg. Up top, Macy Reynolds back into the ball game. Reynolds to Reed, left wing Fleeg. St. Genevieve probing here with Reynolds. Reynolds now drives. Reynolds, a floater in the lane, in and out and back in. Macy Reynolds has it, and St. Genevieve has the lead. 20-18 with $1:25 left in the first half. Midwest Sports Center halftime show will come up for you next. You'll hear from Seth Collins, head coach of the Steelville Cardinals. He'll give you a reaction from the victory, the upset victory over Central. Michaela Ayers tries to drive baseline, gets around the defenders, airballs the layup. Rebound Fleeg. And across now goes Reynolds. 1:05 left in the half. St. Gen by 2, 20-18. Reynolds with it in the corner. Reynolds, a quick pass to the mid-range area. Reed knocks it in. Ella Reed, she's got 4. And St. Genevieve by 4, 22-18. 48 seconds left in the frame. Madison Ayers has been quiet, got into early foul trouble. Michaela Ayers has kept South Iron in the game, quite frankly. Gale drops the pass, and it goes into the backcourt where Michaela Ayers picks it up. That's a backcourt violation. Little miscommunication there from the elder Ayers and Gale. And Macy Reynolds with the basketball. St. Genevieve up 4. They can extend it. Could hold for the last shot if they want. Reynolds has it right corner, looking for the post-up of Moore. Instead, cross-court pass to Fleeg on the left wing. Fleeg now gets it into Moore. Moore, layup, yes! Abby Moore. And St. Genevieve leads by 6, 24-18. 15 seconds left in the second. Madison Ayers to Cornell with 10. Now back to Madison with 8, with 7. A screen with 6. She tries a 3. No, it's short. Rebound St. Genevieve with 3. With 2, Macy Reynolds will just hold it. And that's it. We are at halftime, and St. Genevieve leads 24-18. Just 4 points in that second quarter for the South Iron Panthers. A couple field goals from Michaela Ayers, and that was it. St. Genevieve outscores them 10-4 in that frame, and they take a 6-point lead into the third quarter. Midwest Sports Center halftime show next.
Attention customers, Ron's Tire in Farmington is open on Saturdays, and as always, they back what they say and warranty what they sell. That means a lot when you're purchasing tires. RB is the tire king, and he can do it all, from small lawnmower tires to large truck and farm tractors. Ron's Tire usually has what you need in stock, and if not, he'll get it in a couple of days. So the next time you need new tires or if you need a flat fixed, get back on the road with the Tire King, Ron's Tire, Karsh Boulevard in Farmington.
We know you're out there. We know you have the skills. We know you have the tools. We are just waiting for you to apply.
Ready for a career change, New Year's resolution, a new job? Call Talent Force in Farmington today. With over 40 positions available, Talent Force is currently taking applications. See the positive difference in where you work with Talent Force. Talent Force in Farmington. We have the job for you. Call today.
Midwest Sports Center halftime show begins right now. A cold quarter for the South Iron Panthers there in the second. Just the 4 points, both field goals by Michaela Ayers, who leads South Iron with 8 points. Meanwhile, 2 points for 5 different players: Madison Ayers, Haley Pauley, Alicia Cornell, as well as Drew Gale and Megan Lashley. Meanwhile, for the St. Genevieve Dragons, a great effort from Macy Reynolds. She's got 11 points out of the 24 for her team. Now, a lot of that's come at the free throw line. In fact, 7 of Macy Reynolds' 11 have come from the charity stripe. She also has 2 field goals as well. So Macy Reynolds taking advantage of the constant fouling, quite frankly, from South Iron in the first half, and she got to the line quite a bit, made her free throws, and missed a couple as well, but overall, Macy Reynolds, 11 points for St. Genevieve. 4 points for Ella Reed, 4 for Megan Abishon, 3 for Sydney Bumgarner, meanwhile 2 for Abby Moore. Those are the stats here today. A reminder, by the way, you can listen to this and all of our games online at mimoinfo.com, courtesy of Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, home of LS Tractors. Lead the herd, don't just follow. Coles Tractor and Equipment, Highway 32 in Farmington. We'll take a quick break and come right back. Right before this contest, it was the Steelville Cardinals with an upset win over the 1 seed Central Rebels, 57-53. So 4th seeded Steelville is on to the finals Tuesday night at 6 o'clock on J98. We'll have that for you, of course, on J98. And, well, who will play them? We're going to find out between South Iron and St. Genevieve here in a little bit. But coming up next, Seth Collins is on the way.
Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is willing to help you in your time of need. Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is a locally owned, family-operated business that takes pride in helping you as you lay your loved ones to rest. Tony, Austin, and Drew want to make the experience a smooth and easy process for you and your family by creating healing moments of loss. Visit their website for more information, ColeFamilyFuneralHomes.com, or call 546-0742. That's Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton.
Welcome back to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. We are at the break in our second girls semifinal here at the Central Christmas Tournament between St. Genevieve and South Iron. Our first girls semifinal, an absolute barn burner that heads to overtime and sees the 4th seeded Steelville Cardinals upset top seeded Central, hand the Rebels their first loss of the year. The 7th ranked team in the state in Class 4 will not win a 7th straight Central Christmas Tournament title. Steelville is going to get to play for it. We have their head coach Seth Collins right here. Tell me about the feeling as that thing winded down and you realized that you had beaten such a great team here early in the season. You have a chance to compete for the championship of this, historic and much-loved tournament.
Yeah, biggest thing, our girls just kept fighting, and so as a coach, you just feel so proud of the way they, keep making plays. They came out and punched us in the mouth early, and we were able to step back up and get it going and chip away at their lead, and then, for the last 2.5 quarters, we were able to keep it pretty close. But it's just big. You feel like your team grows a lot from games like that. Honestly, win or lose, you're going to grow a lot from something like that, especially getting to overtime against such a good team. Hopefully it gives us some more confidence going forward, pulling it out with the W.
Sydney Booker really carried you in the first half offensively, and she battled all night long with a great post player in Kaylee Kimball. So that's a fantastic sign. It was great to see the way everybody else stepped up down the stretch, though. And Naomi Perkins, our player of the game for the second straight game for you guys, coming up so clutch. She really hadn't had an outside shot all game, and she stepped up and took the big ones late that end up winning it for you. Was it a matter of just telling them, hey, you can't be afraid to let it fly against that 2-3 zone defense at the end?
Absolutely. We had to keep shooting. Naomi didn't shoot particularly well in the first half as far as, from the outside. And I felt like we got her open several times, they just weren't falling yet. And so with a shooter like that, she's plenty confident, but we're always preaching to her, hey, you miss 4 or 5, that probably means you're going to make your next 4 or 5. So it's going to find a way to even out. And she kept shooting and made some big shots there in overtime down the stretch.
Alyssa Church didn't have a gigantic game tonight, but she had 8 of her 12 in the second half, and she was clutch. She hit the tying shot for you there at the end. I imagine that was the same sort of message. Hey, it's not going great at the moment. Just keep going, try to attack the rim, and you'll make some plays.
No, I'll tell you what, with her, with the way Central pressures people, they will absolutely wear a point guard down. And that may have been some of her struggles at times offensively where, she probably just didn't have any legs because they absolutely hounded her. And, and it was big for her. She was tough all night as far as being able to handle that pressure. And then there in the end of regulation, she hit a couple big shots for us to tie it up, I think, both times.
Well, now you get to move on and play in the championship game. Don't know the opponent yet, but it'll be an unbeaten team once again and an excellent ball club. So you just basically, I imagine, say everything that you had to go through today, you'll do it again coming up Tuesday night.
Absolutely. There's no easy ones in this tournament. I mean, you look at our first round game, Arcadia Valley had us put away a couple times, it looked like, and win that one by 2. Overtime game tonight, and then we're going to have one just as tough. And that's what you want in a tournament, though, because we're playing in December right now. These games are just building us towards February, and so that was it's a great tournament to be in.
Congrats on a great win tonight, Coach, and best of luck Tuesday night.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
Seth Collins, the head coach of the Steelville Cardinals, joining us here. It's the Midwest Sports Center halftime show on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Main Street Auto Body in Leadington is the place to call for all your collision repair work. A family-owned and operated business since 1980, they specialize in collision repair and also offer a PPG lifetime warranty on paint. Troy and his staff provide quality work to ensure you're happy with your repair. Call 431-5192. Main Street Auto Body in Leadington. Don't forget to check out their website. Main Street Auto Body would like to take this time to wish the Central Rebels good luck during the Central Christmas Basketball Tournament.
The Black River Wine House in Annapolis wishes all success to the South Iron Panthers during the Central Christmas Tournament. Hard work, perseverance, and dedication are all noticed. Black River Wine House in Annapolis is also now taking reservations for the 2020 year. Book your next wedding, party, or event. That's the Black River Wine House in Annapolis. Visit their website at blackriverwinehouse.com or check them out on Facebook for upcoming events. The Black River Wine House in the heart of the hills.
Steelville Senior Living would like to wish the Steelville Cardinals the best of luck during the Central Christmas Basketball Tournament. Keep up the good work, not only through the tournament, but the rest of the school year. Steelville Senior Living is a skilled nursing facility that offers your family member a home-like atmosphere. They take pride in caring for their residents and hope that you'll trust them with their care. Visit their website at jmsseniorliving.com or check out their Facebook page. That's Steelville Senior Living, caring for the ones you love most.
Are you looking for the right person to hire for your construction needs? Well, remember this name, Ed Fisher Construction, LLC from St. Genevieve. Ed and his crew do it all, from the foundations to roofing, flat work, framing, concrete stamping, remodeling, and more. So whether it's new construction or existing, Ed Fisher Construction, LLC is truly your one-stop construction business. That's Ed Fisher Construction, LLC, fully insured and free estimates. Call 573-535-4272.
Just about ready to get the second half started, 24-18. St. Genevieve on top of South Iron here through 2 quarters. St. Gen the 3, South Iron the 2. So one upset in the books, Steelville over Central. This would be a little bit more of a milder one, as St. Genevieve 7-0 on the year, South Iron 6-0. But it would be an upset nonetheless, seed-wise, as the Dragons do lead by 6 heading into the third quarter. A few sponsors we'd like to thank for making our broadcast possible today. Parkland Monument Company in Farmington, American Heritage Abstract in Deloge, Vicky Crocker Realty in Deloge, Goggins Drilling in Park Hills, the South Iron School District in Annapolis, Jefferson R7 in Festus, Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown, and Iron County C4 School District in Viburnum. Back to the action we are, as South Iron starts off with the basketball. It's in the hands of Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers just 2 points in the first half. In fact, 2 points was good for second leading scorer for South Iron, as Michaela Ayers with 8 was the only one with more than 2. Here's Madison Ayers trying a 3, long with it. Rebound goes long to Macy Reynolds of St. Gen. Fast break the other way. Abishon, what a pass and what a lay-in. Reynolds with the find. Megan Abishon puts it in. She's got 6 points, and St. Genevieve leads by 8. Michaela Ayers drives inside. Around Bumgarner. What a shot. Michaela Ayers right back. She's in double figures with 10. And Fleeg will try a layup. No good. And a rebound to Lashley. Lashley pushes it across. Pass too long for Pauly. And a turnover on South Iron. A good back-to-back offensive plays for St. Gen and South Iron. At the end of the day, still a 6-point lead for the Dragons, and Macy Reynolds in possession for the team in green. Reynolds right corner now. She gets the pass from Fleeg. Reynolds back to Fleeg on the right wing, and she passes to Bumgarner up top, watched by Michaela Ayers. Fleeg takes the spot in the left corner. Fleeg has it, and has her pass tipped. It goes to Reynolds. Reynolds for 3, short. Offensive rebound. Bumgarner, layup, good, but they'll say the foul was before the shot. St. Genevieve has done a great job on the offensive glass, though. And that is the 4th foul on Haley Pauly. Pauly out, Cornell in. Alicia Cornell with 2 herself, but a little bit more manageable than the 4 for Pauly. Bumgarner to inbound from the baseline. Gets it to Macy Reynolds. Back to Bumgarner, right corner. She'll try a 3. Nope, back iron, but she gets her own rebound. Bumgarner tries to lob it inside. Shot no. Blocked out of bounds as Reed was sent back at the rim. Bumgarner to inbound again from the baseline. A great option to have is Bumgarner, a post player that can get it done inside, get it done outside, facilitates so well. And she finds Marissa Fleeg. Now back to Bumgarner, a little weave action to Reynolds. Reynolds watched by Cornell. To the left, Fleeg. Fleeg fumbles the pass right at her, and it goes out of bounds. Unforced error there for St. Genevieve, and South Iron takes over. Michaela Ayers, still in control of the offense, has taken more of the ball handling duties ever since Madison got in foul trouble, and well, she's kind of just stuck with it even with Madison back in the game. Here is Madison Ayers, dribbles to the top, and now Michaela off ball on the left wing. Madison Ayers looks to dribble inside, tries to go baseline, pushed, and St. Genevieve with the foul. 6:08 left in the third frame, 26-20. And a 6-point lead for St. Gen. In that goes to Lashley. Lashley traveled with it. And St. Genevieve back with the basketball. Reynolds looks to dribble across. Dragons in green jerseys, green shorts. South Iron in white jerseys, white shorts. The higher seeded team. Bumgarner's got it up top. To the right corner, it is Fleeg. And now to the right wing for Bumgarner. Left wing Reynolds. Reynolds watched by Cornell. Reynolds scoops up a layup. Can't get it to go. Over the back on Fleeg, called. And South Iron back with the basketball. Panthers will inbound here to Madison Ayers. 5:45 left in the third quarter. Madison Ayers sends it left to Callie Miller. And now over to the right side into the front court is Michaela Ayers. Michaela Ayers puts her head down. Rejected by Bumgarner. And Sydney Bumgarner on the rejection. Still South Iron basketball, but a good defensive play by the Dream Teamer, junior Sydney Bumgarner. By the way, St. Genevieve with just one senior on the entire team. It's Ella Reed. Here's a steal by Reynolds, and Reynolds is fouled after the steal. So St. Gen returning 4 of 5 starters from a year ago. We'll do the same thing next year when Reed departs. They'll still have Reynolds and Abishon, Fleeg, and Bumgarner. Of course, they'll all be seniors next year, so the year after won't be as rosy perhaps, but St. Genevieve, present is bright, future bright as well. Abishon lobs it into Moore. Moore just into the game, puts in the layup and one. Abby Moore has 4 points, and she's headed to the free throw line for one more. St. Gen up by 8, 28-20. And the foul goes on Callie Miller. Free throw here for Moore. Up no good, short off the iron, and the rebound goes long to Drew Gale. South Iron down 8. 5:12 left in the third quarter. Madison Ayers across the Central Rebel logo. Panthers needing a little bit of offense from somebody other than Michaela Ayers. It's been a double-digit output for Michaela, but not much else from other players. As Madison drives inside, there's a layup. Madison Ayers gets it to go. 4 points for her, and the lead cut to 6. Macy Reynolds will just run back the other way. Layup, no. Offensive rebound, Abby Moore, and she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line again. 2 free throws for Abby Moore after she just missed one. She is actually 0 for 3 on the day. See if she can get right on this particular attempt. Yes. She rattles it home, and St. Genevieve by 7, 29-22. Dragons led by Jordana Walk-Robinson. South Iron by Lawrence Graves. Both coaches up as Graves goes into a bit of a crouch, and both free throws good for Moore. 8-point lead for St. Genevieve, 30-22. 4:40 left in the third. Madison Ayers just getting her second field goal as the basketball. She gets inside again. What a move, but the layup, no. And St. Genevieve clears it. They've got the ball and a chance to go up double figures. Bumgarner working on Michaela Ayers. Behind her back dribble. Spins inside. Off the glass, no. And the rebound to Callie Miller of South Iron. Pushes it ahead to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers left wing. Crossover. Steps back. Up top, it's Michaela Ayers for 3. No good, and Bumgarner's got the rebound. Michaela couldn't put it home that time as Bumgarner back the other way. Tries to feed Moore inside. Moore not really in a position to catch that pass, and it goes off her hands out of bounds. 4:05 left in the third. We're halfway through period number 3 as Madison Ayers takes it across. Madison Ayers, watched by Morgan Schwent just into the game, gets limited minutes for this St. Genevieve team. There's Madison working with Schwent. Might be getting a screen from Miller. She denies it, looks to drive inside, gets pushed before the shot, I believe. And so Madison Ayers draws the foul, and South Iron will inbound from the baseline. That foul will go on Morgan Schwent. Sydney Bumgarner, by the way, out. Macy Reynolds returns. So one of your top facilitators in for the other. Cornell, right wing, it's Ayers. Michaela Ayers, guarded by Reynolds. Up top to Madison. Madison Ayers watched by Schwent, who just committed a foul. A screen by Miller. A floater in the lane for Madison. No. Gets her own rebound. Tries to load back up. And St. Genevieve forces the tie ball. And possession arrow points to the Dragons. Still a 30-22 lead. And another 4-point quarter right now for South Iron. Still 3:23 left, though. As Reynolds dribbles right wing, sends it left for Schwen. Into the left corner, it is Abishan trying to connect with a teammate cutting inside, and it's stolen away. Michaela Ayers drives. Michaela Ayers back the other way. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound, fought for again. I think this might be another jump ball, or was it a foul? Let's see. Jump ball possession arrow is South Irons on this occasion. And the Panthers will inbound from the baseline. Megan Lashley will handle the duties. Lashley gets inside Gale. Gale off the glass, no, gets her own rebound. Gale this time puts it in. Drew Gale with 4. St. Genevieve by 6. Schwent will try a mid-range shot. Nice feed from Reynolds. And St. Genevieve goes on a little semi-transition despite the basket from South Iron and gets those points right back, 32-24. Madison Ayers with it, getting a screen from Lashley into the corner. Michaela Ayers contested 3, way long. Cornell, though, is right there for the rebound and puts it in. Alicia Cornell, a 6-point advantage now for St. Gen. Reynolds up top to the left for Reed. Up top to Reynolds again. Cornell guarding Reynolds. Reynolds, the junior, sends it to Schwent, right side. Now over to Reed. Cross-court pass stolen by Cornell for the moment, but Reynolds gets it back. Reynolds to the top of the key, to the right for Schwent. 2:12 left in the third. 6-point advantage for St. Genevieve, the 3 seed in the Central Christmas Tournament, leading the 2 seed, South Iron. Reynolds inside to Moore. Moore catches the pass after an initial fumble. Picks up her dribble in the corner. Goes back to Reynolds. And a timeout for St. Genevieve head coach Jordana Walk-Robinson. a long possession there, and she wants to talk it over. We'll give them 30 to do just that. 6-point advantage for the Dragons in the third quarter over South Iron on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
The question's always asked, if a tree falls in the woods and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, we don't know that, but if a tree falls in the middle of the night into your living room, it definitely does. Tree Trimming Services and More, LLC in Valley Mines, is on call 24/7 for emergency tree removal. Maybe you're just looking to clear some trees off your lot or rid your yard of trees that are potential hazards. Tree Trimming Services and More does it all. They chop and they haul. Tree Trimming Services and More, LLC in Valley Mines. Call 573-915-3370 or find them on Facebook.
(32-26), back to the action. St. Genevieve turns it over, and Michaela Ayers back with it for the Panthers. Ayers, another team down 6 points, goes to Madison. 2-3 zone set up here for St. Genevieve. Screen from Gale. Madison Ayers thinks about a three, goes to Gale. Cornell right wing open for a moment. Pump fakes, sends it up top, and it's tipped around by Reynolds. Recovered by Madison Ayers. She drives inside. This time the layup's no good. And a foul underneath will go on the St. Genevieve Dragons. Coach Walk Robinson, I don't think, loves the call. But it's on Abishan, her first. 14 fouls on each team. Inbounding here, Lashley. Lashley to Michaela Ayers. Wide open is Madison Ayers. The three, no good. Offensive rebound, Lashley. And she can't get it to go, but a foul on St. Genevieve.
Early stages of this game, Sydney Bumgarner in particular was just carving out space in the paint and getting every rebound, particularly in the offensive end for St. Genevieve. That's a much better job there by Megan Lashley to battle on the boards and earn herself a trip to the line.
Lashley's first free throw, no. Lashley with 2 points, still with the two, the sophomore. One more coming. It's been St. Genevieve who's lived at the free throw line, although just 3 attempts in quarter number 3. Many of their points, including 7 of 11 for Maisie Reynolds, came at the line, and that free throw bounces in for Lashley. It is a 5-point deficit. St. Genevieve has been up much of the game. Reynolds watched by Cornell. 1:15 left in the third quarter. One more quarter coming up after this. Left wing, it's Moore. Now over to Bumgarner, who takes her spot left wing. Pass almost stolen, but it gets to Abishan. Abishan's pass tipped around. Bumgarner recovers. Bumgarner goes to the lane, drives, and is fouled. Lashley on the foul, and Bumgarner's got 2 free throws. So Sydney Bumgarner, as far as scoring, has been quiet, but she's made some huge plays, whether it's passing or had a big block as well. She makes that free throw, now up to 4. And she's a great rebounder, too. Really just does it all for this team and can even be the point guard when Macy Reynolds isn't in there. She knocks down both free throws. 5 now for Bumgarner. And a 7-point lead for St. Genevieve. Ayers met with a double team at midcourt. Madison Ayers is hand-checked well away from the basket, but still no bonus for South Iron. That's the 6th team foul and the second on Abishan for St. Gen. 52 seconds left in the third. Madison Ayers with the basketball. Looking to get a screen from Lashley. She gets it, drives, and loses it off her own foot. And she's frustrated with herself after that turnover. St. Genevieve gets the ball back. A number 1 team in Class 1, South Iron, has not struggled too often this season. There was a very close game with Ellington that they won, another ranked team in their class, but overall, South Iron has not had too much trouble all season, but some trouble right now with St. Genevieve as Reynolds probes inside and gets hacked on the arm. 16 fouls on each team now. And that one's on Michaela Ayers, just her first. Actually, that's her third, according to the scoreboard. Could have sworn the PA announcer said first, but either way, Ella Reed with it. Reynolds has it right wing. Cornell watching her with 20 seconds left in the third frame. Reed to the top, Reynolds, Macy Reynolds. A team leading 11 points, all of them coming in the first half. She has not scored here in quarter 3 with 10, with 9, with 8 to Bumgarner, 7. Up top were Reynolds, 5, 4. Reynolds to the lane, layup, no. Off the backboard, offensive rebound, no. Put back, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. 27. The St. Genevieve Dragons extend a 6-point lead at halftime to 7, so they win that quarter by 1. And St. Genevieve has not lost a quarter yet. They'll hope to continue that trend into the fourth and get the win in this ball game. Fourth quarter coming up next on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
For the last 21 years, Parkland Monument Company has provided generations of families with high-quality memorials that tell a story of their loved ones' lives. We pride ourselves on being the only monument provider in the area that can design, custom engrave, and etch, along with install the memorial stones we sell. We ask you to come to Parkland Monument Company and see the difference between a professional memorialist and just a sales office or funeral home. Parkland Monument Company, located at 5425 Highway 32 East, Farmington, 573-756-7773.
Are you buying a home or getting a home loan? Did you know you have a choice on which title company completes your title work? Ask for American Heritage Abstract in Deloge to meet your title insurance or escrow needs. They're a small title company, but they cover a lot of ground. Give them a call at 431-1359 or visit their office at 104 North Lincoln Street in Deloge, Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 4:30. Now celebrating their 32nd year of serving the Parkland. American Heritage Abstract in Deloge.
Fourth quarter time, 34-27, St. Genevieve on top of South Iron. A chance at a date with the Steelville Cardinals in the championship on Tuesday. Of course, the loser of this will fall into the third place game. We'll still have that for you on J98 as well on Tuesday. With it, St. Genevieve and Reynolds. Reynolds trying to drive on Ayers. Bumgarner to the right for Reed. St. Genevieve in no hurry as Bumgarner sends it left. Fleeg left open for three. A little short, and the rebound goes to South Iron, but a steal by Bumgarner underneath. And the putback, no, but a foul, and Sydney Bumgarner headed to the free throw line.
Boy, she just does everything for this team. I think we heard Jordana Walk-Robinson say in preseason they were going to scale back her offensive scoring involvement because they trust players like Macy Reynolds and Ella Reed so much, but Sydney Bumgarner will still do all the little things you need to win a ball game, and she does there with the steal.
She makes one of two, an offensive rebound, Reed. St. Genevieve has been all over the glass, but then Reed turns it over. A steal by Gale, and Michaela Ayers with it. South Iron down 8, 7:18 left in the game. Madison Ayers has it right corner, dribbles to the wing, and is watched by Reynolds. Now she drives inside all the way in. Layup, no, deflected potentially by Bumgarner. Goes to the ground to get the rebound. Michaela Ayers, wide open floater, no, and St. Gen with it. 3-on-1, Reynolds to the left, layup, Fleeg, no, gets her own rebound again, and Fleeg puts it in. St. Genevieve leads by 10, 37-27 with 6:50 left in the game. And that for Fleeg, the first 2 points of the night. At a huge time, Michaela Ayers with it right corner. Gale back to Ayers. Ayers spinning inside, a long floater, short, rebound Bumgarner. Bumgarner to Reynolds. Macy Reynolds across the timeline. St. Genevieve, as the pass nearly thrown out of bounds, recovered that time by Abishan. Up top, Bumgarner, watched by Ayers. Coach Walk-Robinson active and giving out instructions for the Dragons. Over to the corner, Bumgarner has it, posting up, is Fleeg. Fleeg, layup, no, but a foul on Gale. And that is Gale, a freshman, against Fleeg, an experienced junior who got a lot of playing time last year as a sophomore. And Marissa Fleeg is headed to the line. 10-point advantage for the Dragons, a chance to make it 11. It is now 11. Fleeg. And so here we have a situation where both of the lower seeds might win and advance to the championship. We saw Steelville do it, the 3-seed St. Gen trying to upset the 2 South Iron. They're up 11 with 6:13 left in the game, and Fleeg makes it 12. All right, Madison Ayers, be a good time for her to get some offense going. Just 4 points on the night. Left corner, it's Gale. Gale back to Haley Pauley, who's been in foul trouble. Hop step in the lane, mid-range shot, no. Rebound Bumgarner, and then a foul on South Iron. That'll send Sydney Bumgarner to the line for a 1-and-1. That is another foul on South Iron, and this one will go on Lashley. And now a timeout for South Iron. Timeout for the Panthers means we'll take a 30-second break, 12-point lead for St. Genevieve, 5:57 left in the game.
Vicki Crocker of Vicki Crocker Realty is proud to serve St. Francis and surrounding counties and is dedicated to serving all your real estate needs. Vicki Crocker is friendly, knowledgeable, and professional. Vicki Crocker Realty can provide you with up-to-date listings, including foreclosures, as well as information to sell your home in today's market. Call Vicki Crocker Realty, 747-8099, or stop by her office in Deloge. And don't forget to check her out on Facebook.
(39-27) St. Genevieve, a 12-point lead with 5:57 left in the ball game. A few sponsors we'd like to thank before we get back to the action for making our broadcast possible today. How about Premier Door Company in Bonne Terre, as well as Kevin Ball Auto Body in Leadington, RNA Logging in Annapolis, Quality Transportation in Pilot Knob, Trier Electric Company in Frona, Madison County Title in Fredericktown, the Potosi R3 School District in Potosi, as well as North County School District in Bonne Terre. Sydney Bumgarner to the free throw line, 1-1 coming up here. Next foul will mean 2 free throws for St. Gen as Bumgarner can't get the free throw. South Iron on the rebound, and they need to take advantage of that missed free throw here. Michaela Ayers drives inside, goes to the short corner left side. Now back out, it's Madison Ayers left wing. Madison Ayers floats it to the right wing for Pauly. Pauly inside to Gale, tried to connect with Lashley. Pass stolen by St. Genevieve. The Dragons suffocating defense and just enough offensively so far. And a 12-point lead with 5.5 minutes left and the ball. Fleeg to Reynolds. Pass stolen by Madison Ayers. Ayers all the way in. Layup no, but a foul on Reynolds. And a good hard foul there for Reynolds to prevent the layup from going in. I believe that's 3 on Macy Reynolds. It is. And Madison Ayers to the line. First time she is towed the charity stripe today, and her first free throw good. 5 for Madison Ayers. And St. Gen has done a good job not turning the ball over very much against her on-ball defense. Not really the first one I can remember. South Iron does get 2 points. They're within 10 now. Into the front court goes St. Gen with Moore. Moore dribbling and finds Macy Reynolds, the point guard. Reynolds crossover on Madison Ayers. Pass to the short corner, Bumgarner. Now Bumgarner, a hook shot across the lane. No, gets her own. Rebound, tie up. No, they're going to call a foul. Michaela Ayers reaching in. And that's 2 free throws for Bumgarner. South Iron has reached the double bonus again. Second straight half. So Bumgarner, that's 4 on Michaela Ayers, by the way. Knocks down the free throw. So Sydney Bumgarner with 1 more and her team up 11. It was Madison Ayers as Bumgarner misses the free throw, and another offensive rebound. Bumgarner, Euro step in the lane, no, but a foul, and she's going back to the line. It was Michaela Ayers in foul, or Madison Ayers in foul trouble in the first half with the 2. She has not fouled since, but now Michaela with 4. That foul looks like it's on Drew Gale. Bumgarner, 2 more free throws. And she knocks the first home. You look at the score sheet, you're going to see a lot of circles, many of them filled in. St. Genevieve has simply lived at the free throw line tonight in both halves, as Bumgarner's got 1 more coming. And it's good. 13-point advantage for the Dragons. 5 minutes to play. Michaela Ayers with it for South Iron, looking to get a screen here from Miller. Spins around, finds Madison, open for 3, right wing, and finally Madison Ayers puts in a 3. That right there is the first 3-pointer for either team in the game. There had been no 3-pointers all contest long, and that cuts the lead to 10. But right back, St. Gen goes to Bumgarner, and Bumgarner scores. 12-point lead, St. Genevieve. 4:27 left. Madison Ayers with it. Left wing, Cornell. Cornell to the top for Michaela Ayers. Ayers back to Madison. Madison thought about a deep 3. Instead finds Michaela, right corner. To the top it goes. Back to Michaela. And Ayers will send it into the post. Posting up Lashley. Hook shot good. Megan Lashley puts it in. And Lashley with 5. Lead back to 10. 4:03 left in the ball game. Reynolds left for Fleeg. Fleeg to Moore, left corner. Moore dribbles once, sends it back to Fleeg, and Reynolds nearly has her pass stolen, or the pass intended for her stolen, I should say. Avishon now with it. Three-pointer Marissa Fleeg. Fleeg misses it short. An offensive rebound again, but Avishon has it stripped away. Michaela Ayers with it for South Iron. Down 10, 3:40 left. Ayers all the way into the lane. Layup no, but a foul before the shot. And a 1-and-1 coming up here, as that's the 8th team foul on St. Genevieve, and Michaela Ayers just drew the 4th foul on Macy Reynolds.
Well, not only did the lower seed win that earlier girls semifinal today, Nick, but they came back, did Steelville from a 10-point deficit. This is going to be a little harder for South Iron, down by as much as 13 here with about 4 minutes left, but they're starting to climb back.
Timeout here. We'll keep it right here and thank a few sponsors with 3:37 left in the game and a 10-point advantage for St. Genevieve. Mineral Area Bluegrass Association, thanks to them in Leadwood, as well as Ford & Young Funeral Home in Perryville, the Moore Funeral Home in Potosi, as well as Perry County School District in Perryville, the Bug Guy Pest Control in St. Gen, Perry County Towing in Perryville, Dairy Queen in Potosi, and thanks as well to Desart Corner Store in Annapolis, Festus R6 School District in Festus, the Jones Group Realty Services in Festus, and DeSoto Electrical Products, of course, in DeSoto. Home Pools and Spas postgame show coming up at the end of this 3:37. When it comes to family fun, there's no place like home in Leadington. Ayers, free throw, yes, and she earns the second. Michaela Ayers with 11 points to lead her team. And South Iron is into single digits, but the second free throw, no. Rebound to St. Gen, and a foul on South Iron on the rebound. So that means back the other way we go, and 2 free throws again for St. Genevieve.
It's the 4th on Callie Miller as well, so everybody playing with a bit of foul trouble here while trailing for South Iron. It's one of the harder spots to be in late in the game.
Haley Pauley, Michaela Ayers, Callie Miller all with 4. And the free throw up and short that time. So the Dragons remain up 9 for the moment. As one more free throw here. That one is in. So Moore goes 1 for 2. And a 10-point advantage for St. Genevieve. Madison Ayers has it. 2-3 zone look for St. Gen here. As into the corner for Michaela Ayers, a screen. Michaela pops open for 3. Got it to go. Michaela Ayers. First three-pointer for her. And the lead's down to 7. South Iron getting back into the ball game right now. Fleeg almost has it stolen by Madison Ayers, but it gets to Bumgarner. Up top, back to Fleeg. Deep left wing. Madison Ayers applying pressure with Michaela. And now Bumgarner, a free lane. She'll take it all the way in. Lefty layup is good. Sydney Bumgarner again. And South Iron down 9. 47-38. Madison with the basketball. She's watched by Schwent. Morgan Schwent getting big minutes here in crunch time. Cornell to the left for Madison Ayers. Into the post it goes now for Callie Miller. Up top, Michaela Ayers tries again. Misses it short. Rebound, Lashley long, and Lashley has it. Lashley, Michaela Ayers. This time she'll drive, and she puts her head down and misses the layup. Rebound fought for, jump ball, possession arrow, South Iron. Could have easily been a foul on Cornell.
Credit to her for getting in there and fighting, though, to get to that loose ball after she didn't have the position for the rebound.
No doubt, and now Miller to inbound from the baseline. Madison Ayers open for a moment, but pass comes through a little late. Up top, Cornell. To the left, Michaela Ayers. Ayers hit a 3 a moment ago, also missed a 3 a moment ago. Gets inside, floater with the right hand, no. Tipped around, rebound St. Genevieve, it's Schwent. And into the hands of Bumgarner. Dragons right now as Bumgarner gets fouled, playing without Macy Reynolds, who has the 4 fouls, but she's about to check back in. And Bumgarner heads to the line for 2 more free throws. Running out of room here on the score sheet for Bumgarner in the 4th quarter, as she has taken a lot of free throws, made some field goals as well. Timeout, 47-38, St. Gen by 9 with 2:10 left. Back in 30 on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Goggins Drilling Incorporated has been serving the Parkland area and beyond for over a half a century with a reputation for quality work that comes with over 50 years of satisfying their customers, offering sales and service on all water pumps, and are the leading edge of ground source heating systems, residential or commercial. Call Goggins Drilling Incorporated for contract drilling at 573-431-2450. That's Goggins Drilling, when you want more than just a hole in the ground.
(47-38), St. Genevieve by 9. 2:10 is all that remains as the South Iron Panthers, the 2 seed in this tournament, are in danger of being upset by St. Genevieve. Dragons 7-0 in the year, Panthers 6-0, so one of these teams about to suffer their first loss of the season, and Bumgarner's free throw is good. St. Gen now by 10. One more coming for Bumgarner, and it is also good. All right, Madison Ayers with it, and South Iron, as we reach 2 minutes left to play, they're down 11. They've got to probably make some threes and do it in a hurry. That won't help. Michaela Ayers' pass goes through the hands of Madison Ayers out of bounds. And a turnover on South Iron. St. Genevieve with the basketball, up 11. The Dragons have played a composed basketball game. Not a lot of turnovers against a team that can turn you over well. They're knocking down the free throws they need to, and they're playing great defense as well. Fleeg with it left wing. Dribbles near the sideline right in front of her own bench. 1:40 all that remains. St. Gen in no hurry. Waste some time here. Macy Reynolds gets her first touch since returning to the game. Bumgarner left wing. Bumgarner sees 2 defenders, finds Reynolds. Reynolds gets it inside to Moore. Moore layup, no, but a foul. And St. Gen just continues to pass so well. And it nets another couple of free throws for Moore.
Yeah, South Iron going to look back on this one. The 2 big things will how many fouls they committed, particularly in the second half, that gave free throw trips for St. Genevieve, as the first one doesn't go there. But the other part of that I will think is on the offensive end. Normally you don't see them go this cold. They missed quite a few shots they normally knock down. Probably feel like they were 10 points worse on that end.
Moore splits the pair, knocks down the second. And a 12-point lead for St. Gen with just $1:25 left. Michaela Ayers into the lane, tries to connect with Gale. It's stolen. St. Genevieve forces another turnover, and Macy Reynolds gets it across. Madison Ayers tries to poke it away, goes to the ground, has the steal, but then a jump ball is the call, and St. Genevieve's going to keep it. In his read for Abishan on the St. Gen side. Bumgarner, kind of underrated, but she just always makes the right play on the inbound. And she's pretty much always the one that handles it, and she gets it in no problem to Fleeg. Bumgarner with it, fake pass, now looks to dribble their left hand as her pass intended for the left corner tipped around, but they recover to St. Genevieve, just a minute left. 50-38, and the Dragons wasting time here. Looking to get to the championship game of the Central Christmas Tournament to face Steelville on Tuesday. Reynolds with the basketball, and she's fouled. I believe that was Michaela Ayers, and if so, she's done. And indeed, Michaela Ayers is fouled out of the game. 2 free throws coming for Macy Reynolds, who has not scored or attempted a free throw in the second half after scoring 11 in the first 2 quarters. She's been in foul trouble herself with 4, and she misses that free throw back iron. 47 seconds, again all that remain. And Reynolds tries one more. Back iron again, but another offensive rebound for Reed. Put back, no. Another rebound, and now it's going to be taken away by South Iron, and a jump ball's the call. Panthers get possession arrow this time as working there, Pauly. Callie Miller inbounds to Madison Ayers. 40 seconds left. South Iron down by 12. Ayers near the Central Rebel logo, and South Iron does not appear to be in any type of hurry. I think they know what this result's going to be. Here's a steal by Macy Reynolds. Reynolds glides in for the layup, puts it in. Macy Reynolds has 13 points on the night. 52-38 St. Genevieve, and this ball game all but over. Madison Ayers into the lane. The layup is good and a foul. So bucket there for Madison Ayers. And it goes on Bumgarner, her second, but With just 16 seconds left, it will not matter. St. Genevieve is going to avenge a loss at this same stage against this same team last year. Free throw, no for Ayers. Rebounds, put back, no for Gale. Offensive rebound, Miller, no again. Tipped around to the corner on the left side. Here's a long shot, no. And St. Genevieve corrals it with 5 seconds left. The St. Genevieve Dragons are headed to the championship of the Central Christmas Tournament. South Iron beat them last year at this same spot. St. Genevieve gets them back this year to the tune of a 52-40 result. The Dragons are moving on to face Steelville on Tuesday on J98, and we'll be back with the Home Pools and Spas postgame show next.
The entire faculty and staff of the South Iron R1 School District, home of the Mighty Panthers, would like to take this time to congratulate the South Iron Panthers for excelling and being positive in all they do. The Panthers have proven that they have what it takes, and everyone at the South Iron R1 School District is very proud of each of you. Success takes skill and hard work. Keep up all the good work from the entire faculty and staff at the South Iron R1 School District.
The faculty and staff at the Jefferson R7 School District are proud of their students and athletes. It takes hard work, commitment, and dedication to be high-caliber athletes. Never lose sight of the goal. Stay driven, focused, and keep up the hard work, teamwork, and all of your efforts will pay off. This message is brought to you by the faculty and staff at the Jefferson R7 School District. Go Blue Jays!
Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you.
A quick Home Pools and Spas postgame show right now as we've got some hardware to hand out. Applebee's a Farmington player of the game was an easy choice to me. Sydney Bumgarner will give it to the Dream Teamer from last year. 15 points, and 12 of them came in the second half. Not just the scoring, though, her composure, passing, rebounding, all of the above, and also ball handling whenever Macy Reynolds wasn't in the game. Sydney Bumgarner, leading scorer for St. Gen, leading scorer for the game for either team, and she is our Applebee's of Farmington player of the game. St. Genevieve also helped out by Macy Reynolds, 13 points for her, 8 points as well for Abby Moore. On the South Iron side, Michaela Ayers had 14, 9 for Madison Ayers, and 5 points for Megan Lashley. St. Genevieve, though, they come out with the win 52-40, so the 3 seed moves on to face the 4 seed in the championship of this Central Christmas Tournament, as that'll be played, of course, on Tuesday on J98. Applebee's of Farmington, by the way, doing good in the neighborhood. Well, speaking of J98, we are about to switch. In fact, it's been fun on the MyMo Info Sports stream, but we're going over to J98 as South Iron boys and Jefferson boys, the 1 versus the 8. That contest is about to take place. Nathan Gertz will have the call for you, so the next time you hear our voice, you'll want to switch over to J98. That's 98.5 FM. We're signing off from the MyMo Info Sports stream, but we are far from done with our coverage of the Central Christmas Tournament. Nathan's got your call next on J98 of South Iron and Jefferson boys. We'll transition into the Fleegs Equipment pregame show next.
The faculty and staff of the Iron County C4 School District in Viburnum would like to take this opportunity to wish all students and athletes a great and successful school year. The Iron County C4 School District is proud of their students and teachers as you all give countless hours of hard work and dedication to achieve greatness. It doesn't go unnoticed by the faculty and staff. The Iron County C4 School District in Viburnum wishes all students and athletes a great and successful school year.